What's up, everybody? So, we're gonna hopefully have ourselves a nice little interesting stream. We're gonna wait for some of these ladies to get in here. We're gonna talk about an interesting topic tonight. So, just a little introduction for those of you that don't know. My name is Will Maybon. I'm your host, the Picking and Choosing podcast, and we talk about. We got a microphone that's not connected. We talk about a lot of the interesting topics over here. There we go. Talk about a lot of interesting topics over here. The main thing we talk about is, you know, somewhat the battle of the sexes in the dating space. Men and women and our dynamics, how we interact with each other, and I think our interactions with each other are getting poorer as the days go on. We are on a steady decline, and it's unfortunate. Now, I'm not the guy with all the stats. I'm not the guy that's going to hit you with data. I'm not going to go do the research. Uh, 95% of what I do come by way of my eye test. I do look things up. I do read things from time to time, but I only read things as it come across my desk, so to speak. I don't go looking for anything. But over here, we kind of talk about how people pick and choose. People tend to figure out the narrative that best fits their objective, the point that they're trying to make, even if it's unfounded, even if it's not true, even if it can be easily refuted, and they'll still go with it. And then when you prove them wrong, they'll try to switch the narrative. They'll try to switch things up. Oftentimes they'll act like they said what you just said. They'll act like you're making their point for them. So it becomes very disingenuous having conversations with people on social media, having people conversations with people on YouTube, having conversations with people in real life. And if I had a regular 9 to 5, I think I would find that it's just as difficult having conversations with people at work. Now, hopefully things change, but we know they won't. We know they won't. So in the meantime, I'm gonna continue to do what I do. I'm gonna continue to try to provide some value for folk. I'm gonna continue to try to hit you guys with maybe not so much the most interesting topic, but come at it from an interesting perspective. Oftentimes, I am going to hit you guys with some interesting topics, some thought provoking topics, but I have dialed it back quite a bit because I'm not here to be offensive. I'm not here to get under people's skin. I'm actually just here to deliver the news, deliver some good information, and hopefully, the people who are in the losing category on the spreadsheet can get closer to the winning side. There's a clear divide between winners and losers, and we have an overwhelming amount of losers running wild. It's as if people don't even know what losing looks like anymore because people have a hard time identifying who is indeed a loser. I don't have that problem. All I got to do is talk to you. If I have a conversation with you for more than 5 minutes, I could probably detect that you're a loser. Now, I could definitely tell you if you're a loser when it comes to dealing with women. That's real easy to detect. Um, I don't have a blueprint of makeup that markup that I could just show you who is and who isn't a loser. But when I talk to them for anywhere, I'll say 5 minutes. If I talk to you for 10 minutes, it's bona fide. I'll know you bona fide loser. But typically within 5 minutes, I could tell you. 1 to 2 minutes for most people, I could tell you. But for sure, by 5 minutes, it's hard to not detect who is not getting favorable outcomes with women. But right now, we got this interesting topic. So the topic is why you should date me. Why you should date me. And I hope the ladies take heed to what I'm saying because this is something that's directed to them. This is not directed to the men. We're not asking the men why they should date you. I mean, yeah, why should we date them? Why should people date them? We're asking the women, hey, why should men date you? It's a simple question. I don't think most women can answer it because I don't think most women understand how to vet men. If you knew how to vet a man, you wouldn't have this problem that women seem to be faced with. Now, if you look at simple question, this is why a man should date me. But when I ask women the question, they can't seem to answer that question. They give me way more information than what it is I'm actually looking for. Now oh shoot. Oh my gosh, y'all. I always forget to turn that live stream on on Instagram. Whatever. But it's okay because I'm gonna stop live streaming on Instagram from YouTube pretty soon anyway, because I don't think the people don't leave Instagram and come over to YouTube. They tend to just sit over there and watch it on Instagram. I don't know why. Hold on one second. So I think I'm gonna just live stream over there maybe for a few minutes, and then once I'm live streaming for 20 minutes, if I remember, I'm going to end the live stream, because I'm going to expect people to leave that broadcast and come on over here to YouTube. Anyway, so I don't believe that women know how to vet. Every time I talk to a woman, try to figure out, hey, how is it that you go about vetting men? How is it that you go about figuring out who you should be prioritizing and who you should be giving your time to? These women seem to never have the right answer. I mean, never. So with that being said, I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and talk to the fellas and see if they know how to vet. Just as bad. Just as bad. Dudes don't have a clue as to what they're doing either. So I said, all right, we're going to try to clean this up a little bit. We'll start with the women, because that's my target market. That's the place I go to the most. I don't really talk to dudes like that. When I do talk to dudes, it's more of a chastisement. So I was like, they're not out here begging for love. They're not out here crying, saying they can't find a wife. I said, so, let me go ahead and focus on the people group that I spend the most time talking to. So I'll start with the women. So I said, well, because I don't think women know how to vet, I'm going to ask them a very, very simple question. That simple question is this: why should a man choose you? Can you tell me, why should a man choose you? I don't think women can even articulate why a man should choose them. So, ladies, this is your opportunity to express to us, the listening audience. Hopefully we get some people watch the playback, but you get to express to us what it is that you at least value in yourself and what it is you think can be of value to a man. So if you value it, I think you would want the man to also value it. And if the man is indeed valuing it, I think you will feel appreciated. I think you will feel loved. I think you will feel complete, or whatever adjective, whatever word we can use to put in there to describe how you are feeling. If you can't articulate in your own words what it is that makes you the thing that's special, what it is that make you the thing that's of value, how is it that you're expecting the man to figure that out? So if you can tell a man in your own words why he should date you. Now think about this. Think about the trickle down effect. Let's say men are actually listening, and let's say they're paying attention. So you say 26 different things. You're not going to say that many things. And if you do say that many different things, you're lying. But there's 26 letters in the alphabet, right? So let's say you find a different thing for every letter in the alphabet. So you say 26 different things. And then another lady comes up and she says 26 different things. A third lady comes up, 26 different things. A fourth lady, 26 different things. Now, 4 women have come up and they've all shared these intimate things about themselves. And when I say intimate, I don't necessarily mean super private. I just mean like intimate is where it's special. It's unique to maybe her, or at least she thinks it's unique to her. Well, the listening audience will be observing. So as a man, I heard woman A or woman 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they all listed 26 different things about themselves. And let's say we extrapolate that over 100 women, and they've all said 26 different things that they believe is of value about themselves. Now, me, as one of the men in the listening audience, I get to observe that and say, here's what's interesting. Out of all 100 of these ladies, They all shared 26 different things. Of the 26 different things that they said, 15 things kept resurfacing. Woman A said it. Woman 1 said it. Woman 2, woman 3, woman 4, all the way to 100. All of these women had 15 things that was the same on every last list. As a gentleman who's paying attention, if I'm looking for love, if I really want to be in a relationship with a woman, I'm going to listen to that and think to myself, I used to not think that mattered. 5 of the things on that list, I used to think that wasn't that big a deal. And I thought the woman I was dealing with was just tripping. So I didn't pay too much attention to it. Now I see that not only she thinks this, but there's 99 other women who think the exact same thing. I think you would take a little bit better heed to the thing that's being said and realize, you know what? I need to go ahead and take this woman serious. Hey, can you take this call and tell him, just get the details? What do you need? Well, I don't know, but whatever. I'll call it back. It's late. I just thought about it. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so he's supposed to be there tomorrow. So if you think about sorry about that, y'all. If you think about 15 of 26 things of women shared, of 100 women shared 26 different things, and of the 26 different things they shared, 15 things kept surfacing. It comes a point in time where we as men have to think, you know what? I have to do a better job of understanding that all these women, either they're all stupid and crazy, either they're all lying, either they're all in cahoots with each other. They're all huddled up and say, hey, let's convince the men that this is what we value. Maybe we just take a step back, start taking heed to some of the things that they're saying. Especially for you, if you're a guy and you're looking for a committed relationship, you're looking for love, you're looking for marriage, you're looking to build a family. You have to take heed to some of the things these women are saying. So I would like for some of you ladies to come up here, share this live with your friends. Go ahead, take a second, send this out to some of y'all friends. Let them know this is a quote unquote safe space. I hate saying the word safe space. I don't like that phrase. But apparently we live in 2025 and people like going where it's a safe space. Right now it's a safe space, ladies. We are inquiring. We want to know what it is about you. Why should a man date you? Can you articulate? And it's okay if you really don't know, think through it. And if you don't know, ask yourself, could this be a hindrance as to why I'm not able to find the kind of man I want? See, I got another question for y'all. Here's the other question. So if you can figure out why a man should date you, see if it coincides with what I'm about to show you. Now, what you say, hopefully, is not a direct contradiction to what I'm about to show you. Or should I wait? I think I should wait. I think what we'll do, we'll let you ladies come up, and this is not a trick. This is not trying to bait you into something and be like, I got you, told you, stupid, told you I know what you're talking about, stupid, insult word. No. If you can articulate why a man should date you, then I'm going to show you something here shortly after at least one brave woman comes up and kind of tell us why a man should date her. If she can articulate herself well, then the next thing I show you should not be a contradiction. It should be in support of what you said. Think about this, like this is like a test for you, not a gotcha test, but this is like a test for you to say, I'm saying A. I'm saying this is why a guy should date me. And you list whatever you list. Let's say again, back to the 26 things. You list 26 reasons why a man should value you, because these are things you value in yourself, and you think these are things that are incentives as to why a man should date you. Then I'm going to show you a slide, and This slide should be in direct support of every 26 things that you listed. Now, if this slide is not, if it contradicts what you listed, then maybe you can do a self inventory and say, you know what, maybe I should take that off my list. So think about that. You have an opportunity tonight. Y'all know my nickname is Mr. Moore Writer, so I'm always right, never wrong about anything. And when I'm wrong, I'm right. And if I'm not right, I'm more right than you are. So we're just going to accept that I'm Mr. Moore Writer. So whatever I'm about to say is right. Now think about this. If you come up here and you're confident, you believe that what you're saying is of value, is true. A man should date you because of it. And then I present something to you and you say, damn, I got to eat crow. I got to take that off my list. Think about the self-growth and development you just experienced while you're out here thinking that this is something that men should value in you. And then you come to the realization that men don't care. Like it really doesn't do what you think it's doing. It's not really fruitful, beneficial to the open dating market. The men out here on the dating market, when they look at that, they be like, yo, what? Let's use education for an example. Give y'all simple examples. So y'all at least have something to get out the starting blocks with. A lot of women are proud of their education. And I'm not telling you can't be proud of your education. If that's what you're proud of, who the hell am I to tell you what you can and cannot be proud of as far as your accomplishments? I'm in no position to say that. But for you to think that your education means something on the open dating market, for you to think that because you have this education, that men on the open dating market should prioritize you. You are now a value add to them. That's not how it works. Men have been saying to you ladies forever, we don't care anything about your education. But women continue to say that their education matters. So that being said, I hope that we have some women that will come up, have the conversation. Let's see who we got up in here. Oh, what's up, my man D in the building, my man Willie in the building. Oh, we ain't got no women in here yet, I don't think. What up, Orlando? Hey, is there any women in here? Oh, it's gonna fall on deaf ears then. This is gonna fall on deaf ears. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Hey, all the fellas in here, I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to go ahead and be my foot soldier for a little bit and get 5 women in here. Unfortunately, I may have to go over that again. I hope I don't have to, but you never know. Hold on. Let me get the link. Hold on a second, y'all. See, I got to figure out how to get my music to play without being demonetized, because I would like to put y'all on a brief little hold so I can get this out to some folks. Boy. All right. Hold on. Let's see. Where's that girl at? We were just talking and she told me. Oh, there she go. All right. So let me post this link as well. So any of the folks that's trying to come up. There you go. The link has been posted. And fellas, you know, kind of like that from hello to I do. We need to do one with the fellas too, because I don't think men know how to vet. I don't think women know how to vet men. I don't think men know how to vet women. I think people resort to their own devices, I think people resort to their own logic, what makes sense to them, and they talk about, well, this is what I normally do, and it's like, what you normally do? What are you talking about? You repeat the failure over and over and over. The same thing that didn't work in 2012, that didn't work in 2014, that didn't work in 2016, 18, didn't work during COVID. You still trying those same methods in 2025? Makes sense. Makes sense. Typical. All right, let's see. Her? Yeah, I wasn't talking about her, but I sent it to her as well. I sent it to her as well. But you know, man, we let me see. I gotta I don't know. I promise you. I promise you I don't know how to work TikTok. I promise you. I've been trying to I be trying to post on my story, and every time I try to post on my story, I always mess up. It take me like 5 times to try to post on my story. So, anyways, well, if we don't get the ladies to come up here, all right, Sean. See you in a minute. Hold on, y'all. Let me send this out to a couple more of these ladies. Hold on a second, y'all. All right, I'm back. Appreciate it, Sean. Hey, Miss Billups, Miss Davina, you gonna come up here and join me? And oh, you know what? You was a little late, so I'm gonna have to kind of run through it again. Oh, appreciate it. When your device connect, I'll bring you up. Says your device is not connected. So well, I do not know how to work. Okay. Hold on a second, y'all. I'm trying to get logged into my account right now, and all this two-factor authentication is a pain in the butt at times. Boy, some of these women from high school did not age well. Sheesh. Man. Ooh. I logged into Facebook right there. I never used Facebook. I logged into Facebook, and one of the girls from my high school popped up right away, and I was like, oof. Miss Ebony, how you doing? Listen, we need some of you ladies to come up. Miss Leah, how you doing? Look at my man Sean out there working, putting in the work, letting everybody know what we're talking about over here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick recap, ladies. For some of y'all that came here, just give me a few more minutes. I'm waiting for a few more women to come in because I don't want to have to repeat it again. Because then as soon as I finish, that's when majority of the people may show up and then I have to say it all over again. So y'all can just sit tight, give me a few minutes, and then I will explain to you ladies what we're doing, what we're talking about tonight. Oh, wait. Can't send this to everybody. Some people, I am not trying to hear what they got to say tonight because some of you married women, and I'm okay. If you married, you can come in here and you can speak. But some of you married women, I don't want to have a panel full of married women. Don't want to do that. All right, let me see. All right. Well, you know what? Some of you ladies, your devices are not connected. Y'all trying to cam up, but your devices ain't connected. You might have to download. I don't know. You shouldn't have to download anything. Maybe your phone's is not up to date. If you can get on your computer, maybe that will help. Miss Ebony, come on in, Miss Ebony. Oh, what up, John? Oh, John rocking with your boy? Not John. Hey, John, I think you're gonna like this broadcast, bro. I really think you're gonna like this broadcast. Uh-oh. No, you can't, man. He gonna be on your heels. I don't know how I got kicked out my own live stream. I'm gonna repeat it in a second. Because as more people are coming in, I don't want to have to repeat it again. So I'll wait about another 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and recap it. But I'm gonna recap it a lot quicker. I'm not gonna go word for word. Y'all, but look, send this out to like 5 women if y'all could. We need to get a few more ladies in here. We need to see what their thoughts are on the topic. Send this out to 5 of y'all female friends if y'all could. I'm always getting. Listen, man. When I was single, I could do whatever the hell I want to do. I ain't never had to worry about nobody coming in the room saying nothing. Now you get all these people coming in wanting to critique, tell you how you look on camera, tell you can't wear this, you can't wear that. Stop saying this, stop saying that. Quit yelling at people. I mean, when I was single, man, I just did whatever the hell I wanted to do. I was a terror raiser at time. I'm a hell raiser at time, terrorizing people. Now I'm trying to be this nice guy. Trying to be this nice guy for a change. All right, y'all. I'm almost done. I just sent this out to a couple of people. We'll see if we get some people to respond. All right, cool. We got enough people here now. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the whole purpose of this broadcast is because I do not believe. Well, first of all, welcome to everybody who just came in. My name is Will Bond. I go by picking and choosing. The reason why I go by picking and choosing is because people do just that. They pick and choose. They pick and choose narratives to side with to help their argument, even when they know they're wrong. And then when you present factual information to prove them wrong, they always try to move the goalposts and try to act like they said something else, they meant something else, how they feel, yada yada yada. But anywho, that's how the name came about. But I hit people with interesting topics from time to time. I push the envelope over here. I say things that a lot of people won't say. I say it in a creative way from time to time. People sometimes think it's insulting. People sometimes think it's rude, disrespectful. I get the perceived as a narcissist, misogynist, all types of things people like to say about me. But that's before they even have a conversation with me. And most people don't take the time to really get to know who you are and what you stand for and what your perspective is and how you derive to your perspective. And Ms. Day, I don't know why it's not letting you connect for some reason. I hope you can figure it out, because I would really love to hear what you have to say. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, so I get all these narratives painted about me that's not true. And what I'm going to do is dispel those narratives. I'll do a better job here on Instagram, I mean on YouTube, than I can on Instagram or TikTok, because on Instagram and TikTok, it's a cesspool of arguing. It's a cesspool of bitter people coming in there to argue with you and try to discredit you and disprove your points. People don't want to do that on YouTube as much, because YouTube is for the world to see more so than TikTok and Instagram. And people are a little bit more mindful. They don't want to get embarrassed on YouTube. So they kind of just stay in the shadows. Now, part of it is my platform is not that big, so most people don't know who the hell I am, so they can hide. But if they do take the plunge and come over here, oftentimes it won't end well for them. What up, Sean?
What's going on, Will? Hey,
there shit go. There shit go. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Now, Sean is not going to have much to say, but Sean can chime in whenever he wants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build the premise, help you understand what it is that we're trying to talk about, what it is that we're looking for you to, what information we're looking from you, and then you divulge whatever you feel comfortable with, okay? This is not to beat up on you. This is not to tell you you don't know what you're talking about. This is not to try to embarrass you or any of those things. Now, I will say embarrassment can happen, but that's usually when people are dishonest.
Okay.
So you just be honest, be true to who you are. And I think the questions will be fair. None of the questions will be rude, disrespectful, condescending, none of those things like that. But it gives you an opportunity to kind of assess yourself. Now, some of this stuff may not apply to you because I don't know if you're single or not. So let me just start off with that. Are you single?
Yes.
Great. Looking for the single women. They're the best. So I'm going to tell you what this show is about. And then you're going to give us this information. And I'm going to forewarn you. It's going to be like a little test at the end. It's going to be like a mirror is going to be put up to you to help you determine if you need to change some of the things that you said. All right. So I don't believe that women know how to vet men. I also don't believe men know how to vet women, to make it fair. But the focus right now is on women. So whether men know how to vet women or not is irrelevant. I don't believe women know how to vet men. So in the attempt to help women get a better outcome, I said, well, ladies, because I don't think you know anything about how to vet a man, I don't think you ladies in general, not necessarily you, but in general, I don't think you ladies know how to properly assess yourselves. So we have a simple question. And because I got kicked out the live stream, all my stuff left. So here's the simple question. This is why a man should date me. Now, what I would like for you to do is tell us in your own words. Take your time, ain't no rush. Just tell us why you think a man should date you. Now, you got to understand something. This is really going to help men more so than, you may be thinking, oh, well, I'm being vulnerable and I'm telling them about me. Right? This portion is not so much about you. This portion is about men initially, where men get to hear, let's say 100 women came up here and they all divulge why they believe that a man should date them. And in the scenario I gave, this is the scenario I gave the other day. I said, say it's a room of 100 women. You ladies all went to a conference and you guys are all being transparent with each other. sharing intimate thoughts and ideas about who you are and why a man should date you, what makes you valuable, what makes you special. Unbeknownst to you ladies, you're being observed by men. They can hear everything you say, they can see everything you ladies are doing, and they're taking notes. Again, you don't know that you're being watched. You don't know that men can hear you. You're not trying to lie. You're not trying to be deceptive. You ladies are being honest. This is like a personal growth and development conference where you ladies are just trying to really become the best versions of yourselves, right? So men are listening to you ladies talk, and all you ladies are saying this, that, and the third. All these different things are being thrown around. But out of all 100 of you women, there's a lot of similarities. So let's say all you ladies say 26 different positive things about yourselves. And of the 26 things that you say about yourselves, all 100 of you said 15 things that were the same. There was 15 things you ladies said that happened to be the same thing. So if I'm a man and Sean's a man and we're in that room and we're paying attention to the things you ladies are saying, we're single men, we want a woman, we want a wife, we want to start a family, it would behoove us to pay attention when you ladies all are saying similar things. Maybe we think y'all, like we dated a woman in the past and she said those same 15 things and we thought it was just her. We didn't take her serious. We was like, oh, she don't know what she's talking about. She's difficult. She's selfish. She's whatever. And we just don't take heed to what she's saying. Now that we're in this room watching 100 women all say the exact same thing, it gives us a different perspective. So as much as you'll be helping yourself through this process, you'll also be helping men who want to get to know what it is that you women actually want us to appreciate about you, want us to acknowledge about you, want us to pay attention to. So I'll give you an example though. A lot of women prioritize or they're proud of their education, and men constantly all over social media, all over YouTube, we keep telling y'all we don't care anything about y'all education. But maybe we should stop doing that. Maybe we should start appreciating y'all's education because y'all seem to appreciate it so much. But I don't know if that's what you ladies want us to appreciate. So if you have an education and you want your future guy to appreciate it, divulge that to us tonight. And if we constantly hear other women tell us that's something y'all want us to appreciate, it's one thing to just throw it out there. I'm educated. That doesn't mean you might just be bragging. But if you really truly want to be appreciated because you have that education, you truly want us to value that about you, then tell us that. It's not necessarily like there's any right or wrong answers. So just be transparent. Now, I will tell you, there's going to be a curveball at the end of all of this. At the end of all of this, I'm going to show you guys another slide. And I'm going to show you a slide that it may make you want to change some of the stuff that you said that men should value about you. You understand what I'm asking for, what I'm looking for?
Yes.
Great. What's up, Nora? Welcome.
What's poppin', homie?
Not much. Let me turn my volume up. Y'all a little low. Okay, yeah, my volume was
Hello,
low.
folks. How are y'all?
So look, Nora, you know what's going on? This is kind of what we talked about on TikTok yesterday.
Yes, sir.
All right, so look. Is it Dar or Day?
It's Day. I'm sorry. I'm so nervous.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Day.
Don't be nervous. Listen, to try to calm your nerves a little bit, understand something. Most
I
people,
can't answer your question. It's just
well, it's not really my question. I only have one question. I just want you to elaborate, and I want you to elaborate a lot. See, Sean, people always say, man, you don't never let me explain, don't they?
They do.
This is the time to explain away. Ladies, we're not going to stop y'all. Explain away. If you need to take 10 minutes explaining, take 10 minutes and explain. Just understand something. If you want a man to appreciate it about you, you better not be too damn long, because he's going to get confused and he's going to start thinking you're a little arrogant, a little self-centered if you're talking too much about what he should be appreciated about you. All right, so go ahead, Ms. Day. You got the floor. This is why a man should date me. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to get my 4-year-old out the room. Um, it's a school night, so please excuse my attire. But
You
I'm
good?
a I'm gonna try to be as brief and brilliant as possible. Um, I am in my mid 40s, so maybe the way that most women that normally go on these platforms, how they normally go out and date, it would not be the same way as me. Um, so is how can I say this? I yeah, now I'm back to being nervous about this whole answering thing. However, why should a man date me? Um, if I can just say I'm old school, I don't know if that's something that's something to consider. But I'm old school to the point that's like, and I don't want to sound like I'm selling myself because I'm really not, but I'm just letting you know about some things about me. Um, I'm very old school. However, in my old schoolish ways, I grew up with strong women in the household. So I have an independence about me. However, I never take away any position for a man. So in saying that, I cook, I clean, I what is it? I'm submissive. That's the right word. I don't want to use any other terms that are outside of what's I don't want to say I'm obedient or I'm like I don't know what they use is pick me or whatever. I'm not I'm really not her. I'm self-sufficient. I'm the type of person that like if I'm taught how to do something that's like I change the brakes on my car. I could change oil in my car. I could do that. However, if there's a guy that's there and he's able to do it, then I would have him do it. I won't take away the position of what a guy a guy's position normally is seen as to be. Um uh like again I'm old school. I could sew. Like I do what is it the standardish way of how mainly women are depicted to like the things that we're expected to know as women. That's how I am, but I'll be upfront. I'm not the type of person that's like when it comes down to dating, I don't go out a lot. I'm the one that's at home that's watching podcasts like these. I'm the one that's let's see, I barely have yeah, barely have time to myself because I have a young one running around. So to me, my priority is making sure my son is okay over my dating life. Um yeah, like I, I mean, Will, I don't know much to say only because I'm not really out there in the dating pool. Like I don't put myself out there to be, oh yeah, please date me. Like I want to be dated. I'm not putting myself out there for me to be looking to be seen. Don't get me wrong. I would love to date and one day, meet the right one and we get married. However, I'm truly not putting myself out there only because I know I have priorities. I'm a homeowner. I have my own car. Like I have these things on my own already set, but it's not to say yeah, Brady, he gotta have it too. Like I understand if I meet a guy that does not have his own house, he might have an apartment. That's good. He may not have a car. Okay. Well, I mean, I have a vehicle, but it ain't like I'm really gonna let you use it like that. But like, yeah, like I mean, I understand I understand that he may not have a lot. However, if he's willing to make a relationship work and he's not a leech or he's not a bum, absolutely. I'm not that person that, oh, he has to make six figures. I'm not that person. I don't know if it's because I came to a place in my life for that, but I'll be honest with you, I was never that person. I was always the person that gave second chances. or how can I say, like, your red flags that you had in your relationship didn't really, I did not allow that to bother what we had over here. Stuff that maybe now I would have been like, yeah, Davina, maybe you shouldn't have dealt with that. But I dealt with guys that had records. I dealt with guys that had 5 different baby mamas. I dealt with guys that didn't have like their own. So I'm just saying, like, anything that you could throw out there, I dealt with it. I don't want to like, I don't want to hear like growing up, I'm not certain of the ages of anybody up on this piano. However, I used to hear a lot, oh, women don't give men any chances. And I'm like, sure. Like, I've dealt with guys that would honestly not even be considered. However, moving forward, I mean, I know like now where I actually, like, I've known for a couple of years, but like where I want to be right now, like, honestly, I'm fine where I am right now. Not to say that I would not ever welcome a man in my life. Yes, please come. But I'm not putting myself out there, if I can just say that. So like, I know that I'm ready to be in a relationship. I have the things for me to be in a relationship, but I'm just not putting myself out there at this time. It's maybe because I have my son. Maybe it's because I have a fear of actually being in one, because I've been hurt in previous relationships, but I'm just not really putting myself out there. So I don't know if I can clearly answer your question. Well, I thought it was going to be a different thing tonight, but okay.
It's okay. I mean, you're answering the question. You gave me some things. You also have showed your vulnerability that you're not 100% confident in the things you're saying because you haven't put yourself out there, and that's part of my claim. I don't think you women know how to vet, and I think if you knew how to vet, regardless on if you're out in the dating market or not, you will know exactly what to say and you will know exactly what to do. So when you are ready to get into the dating market, you know what to do. Let me give you an example of what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
If you were currently unemployed and you were unemployed for 2 years,
Okay.
and you said maybe you had suffered some type of setback in life. I'm not going to put anything out there because I don't want to wish anything up on you, but let's just say there was a setback that prevented you from working for 2 years, and God willing, you maintained your health and everything, kept a roof over your head, and your baby stayed fed and things like that, right? So nothing catastrophic happened to you guys health wise.
Okay.
And if you need to get back out there and get a job, do you think you will need to go to a job readiness class, or do you think you will know how to get back out there and look for work?
The second.
Yeah, because you know how to look for work.
Absolutely.
You're prepared. If
Absolutely.
you needed to, if your son, do you have more than one child?
Just one.
Okay, so you started late in the game.
I
so
know.
It's okay. I got a 1-year-old. I'm 43. She just turned 1. I got a 1-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 20-year-old.
Oh,
but
God bless. I wish I
all
did.
girls.
Nice.
All girls. Yeah. So if you were to have to get back into the job market, you would know exactly what to do. If you had to advise your son, if he was of age and you had to advise your son, he would know exactly what to do because you will teach him. And so there will be no you won't be sitting around in fear like, I hope he figures out how to get a job. Like, please, son, don't, like, please figure this out. No, you would tell him exactly what to do. Like, no, don't say that. Don't wear that. Walk in there, give a firm handshake, look them in their eyes, speak proper, take your time, ask questions, do some research before you go in. Don't go in there blind. You would tell him exactly what to do, at least what you know, how to make himself look like a favorable candidate. Now, you don't know what the other candidates are saying, but you know what to tell him, how to stand out, to at least not make him rule himself out. If he gets beat by the competition, then he gets beat by the competition, but he can't be getting beat by his own lack of readiness. So I think, now I don't coach women no more. I don't do that no more. That's just an uphill battle. I don't even want to even dare to think about that anymore. But I think that you got to get coached up so you can get ready, so you can learn how to get out there. Because if you ultimately want love, we can let the love doctor right here, my man Sean, he got the nice smooth voice, he got the look, he always looking tantalizing and sexy, he got the shirt all open, what I'm saying, showing the taco meat, Sean will be able to tell well, I'm just saying, so Sean's a handsome guy, so if a woman wanted to be with Sean, what would she want Sean to appreciate about her? So think about that for a second. Just use Sean for fill-in. If Sean was a guy that you were interested in, and you don't have to go over there and try to holler at him. I'm not telling you to do that. I'm just saying right now, what is it that if this was a matchmaking show, what is it that you would want Sean to appreciate about you? Take a second to think about it. You don't have to just come try to rapid fire off the dome. If you need a second to think about it, and then share with us, what is it that you think you want Sean to appreciate about you? Because, when part of the issue when you ladies are out here dating, you talk about things in a braggadocious way. Like I said, for example, the education. Women talk about that in a braggadocious way. And men have said on countless occasions that we don't value y'all's education. But if it's something that you need a man to value in you because you believe you worked hard, you sacrificed a lot, and it means something to you, and you would hope that the man you're with sees value in it, then communicate that. That doesn't mean he's going to see value in it, but at least we know we don't have an excuse to say, because if you want your love tank to be filled, if I'm doing the things that you value, your love tank should be filled, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't articulate to me what you value, you want me to just figure it out on my own through trial and error? That might be exhausting. I may give up. Dang, I may try 15 different things that I think would add value to your life, and you may not appreciate any of those things. So I tell women all the time when I used to coach them, I said, tell a man what it is that you like. Tell a man what it is that you need. And people are like, I don't want to do that. Because, if you tell a man what you like, all he going to do is do the things you like. I said, yeah, ain't that what you want him to do? Yeah, but he ain't going to be genuine. So, do you think a man cares that you're genuinely doing the things that he want you to do for him?
No.
No. As long as you're doing it, you can hate it.
Absolutely.
Now, we don't want you to hate it, but if you hate it, it don't matter. Do you think his appreciation for you doing something that he likes is going to be less because you don't like doing it?
I don't know the answer to that one.
No, his appreciation grows even more. Think about this. Say you were stranded.
Okay.
Say you were stranded and you needed someone to come pick you up. And they like, man, I really don't want to do this.
Okay.
And they come do it anyway. Are you not super appreciative of that, or are you mad that they didn't want to do it?
That they came out to help me.
It's like, dang, in spite of the fact that they really did not want to do this, now you really should be appreciative for a person doing something that they did not want to do.
Absolutely.
So I think that women need to understand it's okay to tell a man what it is that you like, what it is that you need. Yeah. You just have to be mindful if the man ain't being genuine, if he's only doing it trying to get something out of you. Now, if he's genuinely doing it because you like it and appreciate it, who cares if he likes it? Now, I'm not saying give him tedious tasks that you don't really care nothing about and he hates doing it, and you just give him a laundry list of stuff to do to prove his love for you or his interest in you. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying if there's something you genuinely need or something that genuinely fills your love tank, share that. He need to know. We don't want to be wasting our damn time doing things you don't care nothing about. Sean, you got anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, so first of all, well done at just being transparent, being courageous right now to do this. There's no right or wrong answer, but there are better answers and there are worse answers. But one thing I will add really quickly is to think about steps approaching the dating scene or the courting stages before you actually are in it. What does that look like? Discovery, inward discovery, right? You want to ask yourself, why am I even wanting to step into this space to begin with? Have I done the internal work to even discover what my core values look like so I can be able to present to somebody the type of values that I can bring to them? Because if you can't definitively ask these questions on the drop of a dime, if somebody was in the grocery store and say, hey, go ahead and give me your core values, if you can't answer that on the drop of a dime, then you have to maybe take a step back and then look inward a little bit more before you try to give yourself to somebody, right? This way you can actually have these standards to compare yourself to, because otherwise you might meet somebody and those standards become fragile simply because he got a perfect beard, or them standards become fragile because you got a little tingly sensation down there because you feel a little bit more attracted. You see what I mean? But when you
Mm.
stand firm on what you've been able to build up before you get there, it's tough for the finagling to happen. And then that leads up to everything Will said. When you start telling them exactly what you want, then you can vet and be like, okay, you know what, he's actually for me, or he's going to use this against me, or he just wants the blueprint to be able to jump and love mama, do whatever it is that he's trying to do to his own agenda. But you can recognize it a lot more because you already have all this clarity inside of yourself. And one thing I'm gonna land on really quickly and throw back to Will is, and not that you did this, but just something to keep in mind is detached from job interviews. And I'm using it like this because Will already brought up the job type of example. Detached from job interviews unless it's an offer letter that's given to you. And what that means, if in the equivalence of dating, we don't care that you dated an NFL person. We don't care that you've had a X, Y, and Z in your past because you did not get the offer letter from that job interview. So it has no value to us that we can do anything about. And to be honest with you, for some guys, it'll turn them off. Like, why is that what you're comparing this to right here? What are you looking for that's beneficial out of this from me, me directly, off of knowing that you was with a man that was in jail, off of knowing a man that had both multiple baby mamas? If you've already done the work and detached from that, then detach from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lead with what you learned about yourself, what you stand and who you want to become, what you see yourself as. Lead with the man, like in visualize the man that you are wanting to be with. What is it that he wants from you, right? And you can't wait to show this man everything that you worked on all this time while you were by yourself. You should have almost a burning desire to be like, man, it's in me. All I gotta do is just let him see this, and I know he's gonna find value in it. Go
Mm-hmm.
ahead, Will.
Bro, I'm still in that. That whole offer letter thing. Oh, I'm still in that.
No, you can't
Oh
have that.
yeah.
You can't. No, 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 no. You can't have that. I'll let you have
Oh,
anything. If you
I'm
can't,
gonna
you can't
have it.
have that.
I'm gonna have it. But see, look, I credit the sources, but oh, I'm gonna have that, sir. Oh yeah, I'm using that. Hey, y'all heard it here. I'm stealing that. I like that. Now I may tweak it and make it my own, but I like that. Okay, so that being said, Miss Day, we're gonna give you another crack at it. You don't gotta be long with it. You can probably just name 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 things, right? If you can think of them, right? You probably had some time to think. If you were trying to get a guy like my attention, guy like Sean's attention, or any other guy that you can think of right now, what is it that you want us to
Well,
know? Yes, Miss Nora.
a polite suggestion. It may be beneficial to the good sister here if she listens to your question, goes on mute, and writes down her response. Give her time to pull the answer so that when she's back on mute, she has it written down and she's more confident in speaking it.
That the school teacher that spoke. All right, sure. Okay, Miss Nora, Miss third grade teacher.
Oh,
Look, we're gonna do that. We're gonna put you on mute if you need to go on mute, Miss Day, and we're gonna transition over to Miss Nora and then give you some time to, maybe jot some stuff down, and because I want to hear. Listen, this ain't no necessarily no right or wrong answers, ladies, but we want to hear from y'all. And you ladies in the comment section, come on up. There's a lot of real estate out here, a lot of space and opportunity. We want to hear from you. Congratulations to Miss Day stepping out her comfort zone and blessing us with what it is that she wanted to share with us. I appreciate her transparency and her honesty. Now, Miss Nora, you ready?
yes, sir.
All right, Miss Nora, you got the flow now. We don't want to have no. We
I didn't
don't
come
want to
here to
hear.
tussle.
We don't.
I'm fully
We don't want
compliant
to
tonight.
hear those. Miss Nora, we don't want to hear those two options I heard yesterday.
Hold on. Is
You
Miss
know what I'm
Nora
talking about?
the is Miss Nora the one that was on TikTok this morning that was talking to me in the comments?
Who that?
Probably.
Did you
I'm,
was you the one that we was talking earlier? You was like, hey, I would like to come on your live or something like that.
what's your name on TikTok?
Same thing on here, Sean.
Oh,
No,
Sean something.
yeah, yeah, that was you.
I do, I do remember coming encounter with you.
Okay,
I don't
okay,
remember about the live, but I'll check it out. No problem.
okay. Well, nice to meet you either way.
Nice to
My
meet
bad,
you
Will. Go
again.
ahead. My
Oh no,
bad.
no. Yeah, listen, no, this is open. We
Yeah.
listen. There ain't no structure here right now. We just having a conversation. Look, what I do want to do, though, I want to put a pin in Miss Nora for a second and address this comment by Miss Ebony Love. She say, honestly, I'm a firm believer in taking time with dating. This generation of dating is very ghetto. Now, I don't understand that, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be completely honest with y'all. I don't understand this rationale. This makes no sense to me. Now, it's not that your answer is wrong. I mean, your statement is wrong, but I don't understand what taking your time means. I think you ladies say a lot of things that you can't really make sense. Make sense. Ms. Ebony, I know you can't cam up right now. I wish you could, because I would love to get a better understanding of what you mean by taking your time. I don't think that's the right thing to do. Well, first, I will have to get a better understanding of what you mean by it. Because if at first glance, I don't like this phrase, taking my time with dating. I just don't. I think it's a very selfish way to approach dating. I can articulate why I think that's selfish, but I don't want to spend too much time addressing the comment. If you can come up at some point, that would be great. And if you can't, I understand. I think you mentioned in the comments that you were tied up taking care of some loved ones. But yeah, I completely disagree with you. So, Ms. Nora, you got the floor. Can you answer this question for us, Nora?
Absolutely. This is why a man should date me. Number one, I am loyal. Number two, direct, clear, and concise in communication. Number three, honest and trustworthy, not materialistic. My value is measured by God and self, not religion, others, or materialistic things. I seek to understand. I am a modest woman in many ways, including financial and physical. I'm kind and cordial, not nice. I am supportive. I'm not clingy. I can be respectful if respect is reciprocated. I can admit my flaws and willing to learn. I am not lazy. And I do understand what Miss Ebony said in regard to taking time with dating. So we could, if you want to hear my perspective on that, I'm happy to share. I'm done.
Hey, I think you gave us a lot. I thank you. That was clear, concise. Yeah, you a little better prepared than you was yesterday.
I was prepared yesterday. Okay. I'm
She,
always prepared, Will. But we got too many, like,
you had a crack at it. This is your second crack at it. I'm not gonna let you say Sean, she over here.
Sean.
She over here fibbing.
Wait, so yesterday,
you know what, brother? I'm gonna give you that. But the point is, I just proved my point, and you just supported my point that I am willing to admit my flaws, and willing to learn. So say less, brother.
Hey, listen, I'm not mad. I still like your answers. Thank you very much. What's up, Sean?
Was she the one that said bald headed and good Badusi? Was that her?
But it was loyalty. It was loyalty and good.
That's
good cooter.
Okay, Sean. Okay.
And she was like,
okay, so
now
Sean,
I know
let me
exactly
tell
who
you.
else.
Yes.
Yeah, loyalty and good cooter.
I said that because there was a lot of like indecisive and kind of like all over the place women on the panel. And one thing about me, I do not take guidance from women who are scattered brain at all.
Okay.
Right? So I already heard what they were saying to Will on the panel, and I was like, I'm not listening to them. So I said that purposefully so there's nothing that they could really come bad at, right? And that we could move the conversation along. That is not with the exception of loyal, that is not the reason. I mean, that is not the reason why.
I didn't take it serious at all anyways. But
nobody took that serious.
For real.
Yeah, but I
How
didn't
you
want
gonna
them all
take
in my
Sean?
business, asking me a whole bunch of questions and trying. No, because
How we
I
gonna
don't
take?
think on the same level as a lot of the women that are on these panels. I'm always on the outside of their
Right.
point. You
Y'all
know.
all say the same thing. Every one of them say the same thing you just said. That's not something new that we've heard before. We've heard that a million
Will,
times.
stop fronting. Ain't it true that every time we're on a panel together, my point and my perspective is always different from the rest?
I would say yes, but I would say you differ from the rest of the women about 70% of the time. Yes. Um,
Yeah, I'm the odd
but
woman out, and I'm
but
cool with it.
I think those women are just lying. And if they were to stop lying, I think y'all will be more similar. So I don't really think you're different.
Okay.
Like you're professing that you're different, and I accept that you think you're different, and you may think you're different because these women say things that's different from the things you say. But in reality, these women don't really live what they say on these social platforms. These Pookies and
Okay.
Ray Rays is having a way with these women. So don't think, these women, they just be lying. I have yet to hear a woman that come up here and profess that she deal with Pookie and Ray Rays. Have you?
No.
Do we ever see Pookies and Ray Rays complaining that they can't get a woman?
No. But they're the
So
baby
who messing with
daddies,
them?
so they're getting something.
So who messing with them?
I don't know. Shanae and Shaquisha.
No, no, no. The girls with good corporate jobs is messing with them too.
I don't
Somebody
know about
messing
that.
with them.
I mean, I'm not here to, be the contrarian.
So you think the Futures and the Nick Cannons take away their wealth and Cam Newtons take away their wealth and their fame?
Mm-hmm.
There's guys out here just as charismatic as those guys who don't have the money they have, and they
Sure.
couch surfing.
Yes.
You think they not smashing?
Of course they're smashing, but they're smashing the Shanaes and the Shaniquas.
No, ma'am. They are smashing women who are overworked corporate women. You think these women who work 60, 70 hours a week ain't getting their backs blown out by a Pookie?
You mean like a fee for service type of thing?
No.
Nope, not even that.
I'm tired. Come blow my back out. I
And then
need
get up and
the
leave.
stress reliever. What?
I'm tired, come blow my back out and then get up and leave.
That's fine. It don't matter.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm not saying that
Wait,
they're
what are you saying?
what I'm saying is the corporate baddies are not picking Pookie and Ray Ray to be their man. They're picking Pookie and Ray Ray to be their
Nobody said nothing
But
about
we're
picking them
not
to be
saying
their man.
we're not saying they're picking for the man. But what they are also doing by mistake is they taking them experiences and what they're witnessing from the Pookie and Ray Ray, instead of just the sex and the love making, they associating other things into the other areas, letting it bleed into the relationship, the romantic parts that they have no business doing. If they're gonna play like that, they gotta understand the consequences with it, and they gotta know the rules. If they're gonna deal with a Pookie and Ray Ray, then I need to also know that it's just that. It's just that. The next guy I see has nothing to do with what I'm getting from this Pookie and Ray Ray. But unfortunately, it's like, yo, you know what? Hey, all these dudes out here, you know what I'm saying, got issues. It takes discipline. It takes discipline.
I understand.
Well, Miss Nora, but to talk about your list though, I think your list was great. I think your list was great. Now, I don't know if you have your list written down, but I'm gonna recap what I heard you say. You're loyal, you're direct, you're honest, you're not materialistic, you have your values in God. You seek to understand, you're modest financially and physically, you're kind and cordial, not nice.
I don't feel like it.
You're supportive,
I'm laughing in the background though.
you're not clingy, you're respectful, but your respect is contingent upon them being respectful as well. You can admit your flaws and you're not lazy.
Correct.
Okay. Is that why a man should date you?
Yes.
Okay. Now we're gonna put a pin in you. Come back over here to Miss Day. But Miss Day, actually, wait, before we address you, Miss Day, Miss Ashley Moore commented, and I think she's answering why a man should date her. Now, I don't know if Miss Ashley Moore is answering why she think a guy should date her, because Miss Ashley Moore should have just cammed up and told us instead of putting it in the chat. But Miss Ashley Moore, we're going to read it anyway. Emotional safety and trustworthy communication, empathy and respect. Support, respect, and appreciation, emotional connection, intellectual and personal growth. I don't know what the hell that means. But if you came up and you could articulate that for us, that would be great. Miss Day, back to you. You ready?
Hi. No. Just to be honest with you, I never approached the guy. So if I were to approach the gentleman that's right there in the seat.
No. It's not about approaching him. It's about what you would want him to appreciate in you. So let's say he approached you, and why did he approach you? He probably approached you because he liked the way you look. He thought you was looking good in that dress, whatever the case may be. Y'all get to talking. He's flirting with you. You're enjoying the conversation, but then y'all exchange numbers. Now y'all trying to get to know each other. Well, in getting to know you, you don't want him to be just infatuated with the way you look. You're probably going to want him to appreciate certain things about you. What are those things that you want him to appreciate about you? What are those things that you think should make him want to date you outside of your physical characteristics?
Well, to be honest with you, when I talk with the guy, I love conversation. If he's the type of person that likes to enjoy conversation, oh God, I'm sorry. Can I just say this?
Yeah.
There are other people that actually were prepared for this. I just seen the topic on tonight. So I didn't expect to be mauled on this show.
You're not mauled. What are you talking about?
I feel like I am. I feel
whoa. Listen, I've never been this mild in my life.
I love my sister's answers. I was like, oh my goodness. If I just had a moment to breathe, I probably would have said at least close to 95% of what she said. I'm God-fearing myself. It's just that I'm intimidated by being on this podcast right now.
Well, Miss Day, listen, don't sweat it. I appreciate you coming up, and that nervousness is hard to get over at times. So don't worry about it. No, it's all good. Listen, Nora, this is Nora's second.
Stop it.
No, listen. Because Miss Day, because Miss Day is sitting here thinking you just pulled this out like you just was ready. No, Miss Day, listen. This is her second crack at it, and she knew we was doing this episode tonight, so she was able to prepare herself. So don't let her preparation make you feel like she just got this down pat. No, this was not her answers yesterday. Yesterday, she said loyalty, and she got good cooter.
And I explained why I said that.
She said she was loyal with good cooter.
And I explained why I said that. Listen, well, you gonna stop trying to steal my strategy. Like I'm quick with it. You gonna stop trying to knock it down, okay? I'm sharp like a tack. Quit playing. Even the first time we met, you maybe did one round of questions, and I was like, oh, I see where he going. All right, I'm about to black ninja this. All right, stop it.
Oh,
don't put that face on.
You know that face with all.
Don't put that face.
That's the face.
That's first, the face. And listen, I can't even bring the good brother into this conversation, but I just got my PhD. Okay, I just got my PhD from our mutual comrade. Okay, don't try to steal my shine.
Hey, we got you, Sean. Listen. Hey, look, Now my brother Divide, though, you know, my brother Divide, that's my dog. That's my dog. Everybody else, I don't even recognize him. So yeah.
I'm talking about J Bill.
I heard what you said. I'm telling you, I don't recognize nobody outside of my brother Divide.
Oh, you see, he's still trying to steal my shine. Stop trying to steal my shine.
So yeah, it is some crackling. I don't know whose that is. Yeah, it's you, Sean. It's yours. It's yours. I don't
You
know
can
what
hear us?
happened. That was good. Now you sound good. Say something.
Test, check.
It's still it's a little choppy, but we can hear you. All right. Any other ladies want to come up? Because I don't want to do the great reveal and then y'all try to come up.
It's choppy for all y'all on my side.
Oh, really? Is it choppy for you, ladies?
No.
I hear it a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's Sean's. It might be Sean's.
I'm on mute.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, it went away. It's you, Sean, but it's all good. When you need to speak, just unmute. We'll just deal with it. Who we got in here?
Can I ask you, Will? Do you
You
have
can ask me whatever you want to ask me, Miss Day. Listen, for you, whatever you want to ask me, go ahead.
I want to ask, do you have any suggestions for me when
Yes,
I
ma'am.
die?
Yes, ma'am. I got a ton of suggestions for you.
And I'll
We're
take notes.
We're gonna baby step them suggestions for you. All right, we're gonna talk to you like you too.
And Miss Day, to be quite honest and transparent, right?
Mm-hmm.
While this is my second time with this particular prompt, while you were speaking, I was taking notes.
Okay.
So that's part of my nature. I'm a note taker. I'm prepared. I actively listen and pay close attention.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I compartmentalize, and I study. So that's why I made the suggestion that I'm speaking, you take notes, you think about the question he asked you, and make your notes.
Well, can I share this with you, Miss Nora?
Sure.
I've never been like, I'm an approachable person. I'm very amiable. Like, I can socialize with people. However, I am a private person. So I don't go out. I can socialize, but I'm not a socializer. Like, I don't go out and socialize. So as far as approaching or being in a circle of someone, that's not my thing. So as far as this dating sector, like, guys have always approached me. It's not to say every guy that came to me, I said, okay, I never did that. I just want to make sure that that's clear. However, as far as me approaching or having a conversation with the guy, since apparently I'm out of date, according to Will, what is it? What is it that I should be doing?
Don't ask her.
Really? I shouldn't
Don't ask her. Hell no.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm here with notepad. So
for the context of the conversation in regards to the live, right?
In regards to the live.
Right. In regards to where we are right now on this panel.
Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The question that Will is asking, the answer is for your self-assessment.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you said you don't approach. So imagine in your mind if a man approached you first.
Okay.
These are the type of answers you're going to give him, or not give him, because he wouldn't ask you why should I date you. But these are the type of talking points that you want to share when you are speaking in reference to your qualities.
Okay, so it's nothing that would be displayed over time.
Some of it will be displayed over time. Yeah.
It's one of those things. Look, don't ask her no questions. Let's start there. Because it's not that she's giving you any wrong information right now. I want to normalize you women not going to women for advice.
Mm-hmm.
Because would you want to date a woman or would you want to date a man?
I want to date a man, of course.
So do you think men are going to give you better advice on how to date them?
Of
Or do you
course,
think
better.
women are going to?
It would be a man without question.
Yeah.
But
So
it has to be a better man.
no,
You
it
can't
don't.
just go, you know what I'm saying? You can't just go to Pookie and Ray Ray and try to get advice.
No,
They're not
yes,
going to
you
be able to
can.
give the type of advice Will is giving.
No. You can go to a Pookie and a Ray Ray because you need to hear from a wide array of men. Now, I'm not saying you need to take advice from men. Listen to the difference. Nora just said to you, don't go to a Pookie and Ray Ray because you don't want to take advice from them. I'm saying you can go to a Pookie and Ray Ray, but I'm agreeing with Nora. Do not take advice from them. But that does not mean you shouldn't listen to what they say.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to tell you what it is that they like.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to look, and then you listen to a guy like Sean, who's polished, who's professional. Then you listen to a guy who's a Pookie, who's not polished and professional. And then you go listen to another guy similar to Sean. Then you go listen to another Pookie. Then you go listen to a third guy similar to Sean. Then you go listen to a third Pookie. You're going to see some similarities. And you're like, these Pookies tend to like things that the polished guys don't necessarily care about.
Mm-hmm.
Or you may find out that the Pookies and the polished guys have the same desires from a woman. So you're like, well, hell, I need to be this way no matter what because it attracts all of the men. Then I get to pick who I want to pick from. But if you think a woman is going to give you constructive advice on how to get a man, you're sadly mistaken. That woman is probably struggling trying to get herself a man. And if she already has a man, that woman can teach you how to get her man. That don't mean she could have got another man. She probably only got her man because maybe he was more interested in her than she was of him. Now, would you want a woman who don't really know what she's talking about just because she's happily married, telling you how to go out here in the open dating market and get yourself a man?
I mean, if she has wisdom and she's actually happily married, depending on how many years, I don't see anything wrong with me hearing from her how it is to how a woman should conduct herself around a man.
That's not the same thing. Her teaching you decorum, yes, go to her for decorum.
Mm-hmm.
Her going to you to be ladylike, yes, go to her for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't ask you about that. I said, tell you how to get a man.
Well, you're right. I would want to go to a guy.
Yeah, I don't give a damn how many years she's been married. So the longer she's been married, the more out of touch she really is. Do you think a woman who's been married to her husband for 45 years can tell you how to get a man?
How to get one? No.
Yeah, no, she can tell you how to probably stay married.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be good to go to her for that information. But to get out here in the open dating market, does she even know what it is to be on a dating app? Absolutely the hell not.
No, she doesn't.
Does she know what jumping in your DMs is? Absolutely the hell not.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go to her for anything but that decorum. Go to her for that structure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can go to her for that.
Absolutely.
No, not for no advice on dating. Don't go to no women. I don't care if she's single. I don't care if she's beautiful. Because the fine women don't realize they dumb as rocks when it comes to getting a man. It's just men pursue them heavily. Mm-hmm. They get so much attention that they're bound to get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get some advice from a woman? If you do take some advice from a woman, pick a woman who you think is hideous, that has no problem getting the kind of men that you want to attract, that come after you. So if she's an extremely unattractive woman, I'm not talking about no woman with a BBL and fake breasts. I'm talking about she look like a plain Jane and she is ooglified. And if she can get the kind of men you want, you might want to take heed to what she's saying, because baby girl got some. Baby girl knows something. She got the cheat code. She got that good cooter, as Nora would say. Ain't that right, Nora?
You
The word is couche. Couche.
I ain't never heard no damn couche in my life. But you
Couche.
know what? Couche, we'll work with couche. I'm gonna steal that. Now we got two new things I learned today. We got the offer letter and we got couche. Couche it is. All right. So Miss Day, I'm gonna give you a little bit of advice, okay? Just a little bit of advice. First things first is, since ain't no other women gonna cam up, we're gonna go to the next slide, and I'm gonna help you out right here. All right. This is the slide that's going to help you if you can shape your mind to think about what I'm about to show you.
Will, we have a premium comment. I want to read it out loud.
Sure.
The comment reads, being scared to get on a panel with a janitor as a host is crazy.
Yeah. I meant to address that. That is hilarious. Some people just love to hate, you know. They just love to hate. But yeah, I'm a janitor. Allegedly, I'm a janitor. I take it. He love to call me a janitor. I don't give. It's so funny. You can't even get mad at it when someone is so far out of bounds. You look at him like, how did you come to that conclusion? Now, but in his defense, I know how he came to that conclusion. But he's just a hater, so don't mind him. You know, he's one of those annoying little gnats that won't go away. And you know, we keep him around because you know he give us a good laugh here and there.
Yeah,
But,
I thought it was funny. That's why I had to.
I thought it was funny too. You know what I'm saying? He like a little stray little dog that you fed him one time and you just keep coming back. You know, you can't get rid of him, but it's all to the G. Let's go ahead and get his little whack comment off the screen. But anyways, this right here, Miss Day, is where you start. It's a lot to unpack right here. Let that sink in for a second. So think about this. We're going to put Nora to the test. Well, no, Ms. Day, we're going to put you to the test. No, we'll go to Nora.
Thank you.
We'll go to Nora first, then we'll come back to you, Ms. Day.
Thank you.
But y'all don't have to provide no new information. Y'all already gave all the information. So, Ms. Nora, you said loyalty, direct, honest, not materialistic, value your values in God. You seek to understand. You're modest in your finances and your physical. You're kind and you're cordial. You're not nice. You said that you're supportive. You're not clingy. You're respectful, but respect must be delivered as well. As reciprocal. You can admit your flaws and you're not lazy. So,
okay.
Miss Day, let me ask you, if Nora presented that she was loyal to a man, do you think that will be of value to him at hello?
No.
You say no?
I say no.
Okay, why do you say no?
I only say no because any woman could be loyal.
Yeah, but is that of value to men?
Well, to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you if it is. If loyalty is one, I couldn't tell you.
You think men are out here and they're okay with their woman not being loyal?
Well, they're not being loyal either.
It ain't about if he's loyal or not. Do you think a man is okay with his woman cheating on him just because he's cheating on her?
But it goes the other way around, though.
What does?
Women aren't okay with their men out there cheating either.
But we're not talking about that.
But that's the only reason. That's why I'm coming up with the answer that I'm saying with the whole.
Poor baby, Miss Day.
I'm being honest. You want me
Miss
to be
Day? No, man, you're not being honest.
I am being honest.
No, Miss Day. It's called you're being forthcoming with information no one has asked you about, and that is something that a lot of men don't like.
And that's fine. Honesty.
Is it? No. See, you're thinking you're putting the honesty hat on. Men don't have a problem with women being honest. I didn't say your honesty was a problem. I said you're putting on a hat. You're being forthcoming with information that is problematic to a lot of men. Think about what you're saying. Well, I don't think men want a woman to be loyal because men ain't loyal.
That's not what I said.
What do you think men heard?
I don't care what men heard is what I said. So your question was about if a woman is being loyal, I'm sorry, if a man, do I think that loyalty is something that a man looks for in a woman, or like it's something that they really look for in a woman if it's something that's there? And I said, no, it's not, only because like when the shoe was on the other foot, like men aren't loyal to the woman. Not saying that they can't be both ways. I'm just saying that that's not like a top perk for them. That's all I'm saying.
What was the question, Miss Day?
Oh God. Loyalty. You
Okay,
basically asked the question, if is loyalty something that a man looks for in a woman, right? Did I say it right?
no, it's right there on the screen. You can read it.
Hold on.
I haven't changed it.
No,
It's
I
right
honestly don't. So my screen only shows the live timer and your picture.
there.
I don't
Oh,
have that, so I don't.
oh, you can't see the picture. Oh, the picture says, "What value do you bring at hello?" I mean, what value do you bring to a man at hello? And there's a
And,
picture of a black woman in a
yeah,
business suit.
yeah, but you have brought up loyalty as the question.
No. Loyalty is the thing I'm testing. So Nora has loyalty as one of the things that she wants, that a man, why a man should date her, because she's loyal. So this is the test. This is to see if the thing that Nora would like men to appreciate about her, if that thing also brings value to the man. So don't you think that would be a match made in heaven? If the thing,
I understand how it would be, but again, wouldn't that be more of a show and tell than it would be something that's verbalized?
it don't matter if it's a show and tell. The you got to listen to the what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Okay.
If a woman is trying to date,
Mm,
she's going to want a man to appreciate certain things about her.
okay.
I use the education. Some women are proud of their education, and men in general don't care about the education because he doesn't see it as anything of value to him. Now, if she cares about her education and he doesn't, it's like, okay, maybe he could tolerate it. Maybe she's not gonna be so mad that he don't really care. Who knows? It's a crapshoot. It's coin toss.
Okay.
But if she cares about her education, and if he thinks her education adds value to him, there should be no conflict there.
Understood.
So if Nora wants a man to value the fact that she is loyal, the question now is, do men think a loyal woman adds value to him? What do you think?
Well, from what I'm getting from you, the answer is yes.
Why you getting that from me? What was your
Because
thing?
you didn't take my no.
No. It wasn't that I didn't take your no. I told you you're being forthcoming with information that no one is asking you about. No one's asking you about if men are loyal.
I didn't ask if men were loyal. I'm
No, you said that you don't think men value it because men aren't loyal. And I'm
yeah.
like,
I
nobody's
said
asking you if men are loyal.
but I'm not saying that all men aren't loyal. Let me just put that out.
We're not saying that you're saying that. I'm simply
Okay.
saying that nobody asked you. If men are loyal is not part of the equation right here.
But
we're asking you if men value a woman being loyal.
yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say yes.
Okay,
Because because of the way that I'm explaining it, you're actually taking it the wrong way. But that's absolutely fine.
No, ma'am. I'm not taking it the wrong way.
I'd rather just move on and go to the next
No.
part.
You shouldn't. No. See, look, ladies. Like, why? Like, what is the benefit? This is a side note. What is the benefit to just moving on? What up, real dope?
Getting out the hot seat.
Yeah, but what's the benefit of that? What's the
That's the
benefit?
spotlight.
Getting out the hot seat is just like getting the pressure off of you, getting off the pressure cooker. But what's the benefit?
I don't feel any pressure. It's just
Okay.
that it's not so the way that I'm explaining it or I'm trying to explain it, it's not understood. So I
So
rather
let's
not, but
no, no,
hold
let's
on, because
understand
the
it.
way that it might be depicted is not the way that I'm trying to explain it. And I'm not saying that your thought process is wrong. It could be the way that I'm delivering it. So
But that's
because
what I
I'm
would
not
much rather.
delivering it in the way that I'm really trying to explain it, I rather just not.
But no, but listen to this. I would much rather, we don't have to do it, but I would much rather sit in this kitchen right here and not move on and get a better understanding of what you're saying to see if you're right or if I think you should change that, because that will be something that helps you grow. Like we can run down the whole thing and you can answer blah blah blah, but I don't care. See, I'm not like a lot of other people. How Nora tried to say she different. This is where I'm different. I'll spend 8 hours, well, probably not 8 hours, but I'll definitely spend 3 to 4 hours dealing with one issue to get that issue resolved. Because I think getting that issue resolved is better than going through a series of other issues and then just basically shutting down and just kind of going through the motions to get through the rest of it. Does that make sense?
I understand.
So just help me. And Monk, real dope down here, he far more patient than I am. So he'll sit there, he'll try to process it and understand where you're coming from and try to see your perspective and try to help you see his perspective or tell you if he just agrees with your perspective. So let's not just discard what you were thinking. Let's wrestle with it for a second. So help me understand why you would why you brought men and their lack of loyalty into the equation.
So all I'm saying is that like you hear it a lot in social media about basically loyalty on both ends, whether it's loyalty in marriage, how women aren't really holding their end as far as for better for worse, right? And then you hear the other end, of course, with the loyalty of the men actually stepping outside the relationship, whatever. That's all that I'm bringing up because it seems like loyalty is something that is not really it's it's not really holding these days, only because like how people are depicting saying that well, they're like this today and then they change tomorrow or whatever. Like we're forever evolving, like we're forever growing, and in that growth, we may not be the same way we were 3 years ago with our person. However, in that same breath, we would try to do what we have to do as far as fighting to remain in the relationship, but sometimes things happen. So in saying that, it's the only reason why I'm saying the whole loyalty is like what it is. Granted, I'm not a person that will go around on like the person that I'm dealing with and I wouldn't go off and cheat on them. Absolutely not. That's why I feel like this should be more of a show and tell more than it is a hey, guess what? I'm loyal. Only because people can say one thing and then they end up doing another. But
Well,
I hope that I gave you an idea where I was coming from with it. But
you did, but I'm gonna address that in 1 second. So
oh,
you got the janitor and the repo dad up here. Hey, we got the biggest troll in the Midwest, or I'm sorry, the US on our path on our platform today. Hey, AD, you a sucker. Wow. Okay, so Miss Day,
yes, I'm here.
I hear you, and I think what you're doing, and real dope, chime in whenever you want, bro. I think what you're doing is you're looking at like, okay, you know how well I guess let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You know, are you of the mindset that you gotta give respect to get respect?
Yes and no. I respect people off the back though. Regardless, I still respect you.
So yes or no then? Are you of that
So
mindset or no?
no, no, not
Okay.
really. I'll say I'm more the way that I just
But
said.
you know a lot of people are of that mindset.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You're kind of taking that philosophy on with this question. You're
Okay.
thinking to yourself, like, well, some people will say, like Nora said, I'm respectful, but it's contingent upon you being respectful to me. So if
Mm,
you're not respectful, I'm not going to be respectful. You're basically almost saying like the men don't value loyalty because they're not loyal. And
okay. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
and a man can absolutely value you being loyal, even if they're not loyal. Like a person can absolutely, well, watch this. I'll keep it on respect.
Mm-hmm.
People will say you got to give respect to get respect, meaning they're not going to give you respect unless you give them respect, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, they will demand that you respect them. They'll say things like, I don't tolerate disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a must that people respect you, even though you're not going to respect them unless they respect you. It don't work like that. Like you said, you'll give respect because
Mm-hmm.
you're a respectful person.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody probably was disrespectful to you and you still showed them respect first, or you may still show them respect after,
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
because your respect level is not contingent. A
Mm-hmm.
man can be like, hey, I expect you to be loyal, whether I'm loyal or not, because you being loyal is a requirement. It's not whether this stuff is right or wrong. This is just where people are. And if you understand where people are and how people operate, then you can navigate that space a little better.
Okay.
I think, and I know Real Dope thinks that men will definitely value a loyal woman. If a woman professes that she's loyal and if she's being honest, all he can do is take her at face value. He can't
Okay.
even necessarily see it after dating her a month or two, because a situation will have to arise for her loyalty to be tested for him to know that she's loyal.
Okay.
All right, Real Dope. You don't got to give me any scenarios, but do you think there's been a scenario where your woman's loyalty to you was tested?
It's tested every time I tell her to do something she don't want to do.
There you go. There you go. Your volume's a little low too, bro. Just so you know. So all right, we spent some time there. I don't mind. I think
No, but I
hopefully
appreciate it. I understand now. Thank
good,
you.
good. Yeah. So the next thing Ms. Nora said was she's direct. Do you think men value and bring it back? Oh, you can't see it anyway. What value do you bring to a man at hello? Do you think a woman being direct is something that men value?
You gonna ask Nora this question now?
No, I'm asking you. You the one need help. Bump Nora.
Now I'm
Wow.
evading.
No, it
Wow.
ain't bump Nora like bump. It's like bump like we ain't talking about Nora right now. We talking about you.
I'm supposed to be writing notes.
You we problem solving right now in real time.
All right. Repeat the question. I'm sorry.
The question is always going to be, what value do you bring to a man at hello? And then I'm
But
going to go down the list of things that Nora said. So now we're on the second thing she said, which she's direct. Do you think that's of value to a man at hello
I
when he
think
first
some
meets
men
you?
I think some men would like a female to be that way, but overall I don't think so.
Okay, explain.
Um I think a woman that's forward slash direct, she's she's going to, like, for the man, she's always going to be it just ties into honesty for me. Like she's always going to be like honest in what she's saying. Like she's never going to waver. She's always going to be like straight sharp answer, whatever. However, um sometimes when women are direct, they come off to be a bit more, can I use the word masculine? And I'm not saying that you're this way, Miss Nora. Um, they can come off to be a bit masculine in the sense of like authoritative. So I don't think that's something that it's not to say that it would turn the man away, but I don't think it's like in the top five.
Okay, I mean, I don't think I think you're right. Actually, real dope. Chime in if you got something to say about that. But I think you're right. I think initially it is good that women are direct, but long term it could potentially be a problem. It's that one is going to be subjective due to circumstances are going to determine if that's a problem or if that's going to be something that's of value. What you say to that, real dope?
Um, I'm trying to process it. I just read somebody say, but men say they want women to be direct. I don't. We want women to answer questions when we ask them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna process the directness, but I know, like, I think that's what she's talking about. Yeah, like if I ask you a question, just answer the question. But as far as like women being direct, I mean, I when I think about direct, and I could be wrong, but when I think about a woman being direct, it sounds like a woman who's masculine. Um, when I think about it, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a woman that's masculine when I think about directness. And I think normally when a woman is direct, they're sharp. They're stern. I don't. Those aren't not. They've never been traits that I've asked for when a woman. I can write down a list of traits that I want in a woman. And out direct won't be on it. So,
Well, I think that again, being direct initially is great. And I think throughout the relationship, you kind of figure out what level of directness will be appropriate, at least for that man, versus what levels of directness will be inappropriate. And I think it's like I said, it's subjective. That is a moving target. That's going to depend on some variables and factors because direct sometimes can be problematic. But for the most part, I think being direct is good because you rarely think someone is lying when they're direct. You kind of think they're being
Can you
transparent and honest.
can
Go
you
ahead.
please share the can you please give us one time where being direct is problematic?
When you're in conflict and you want your woman to back down and she doesn't back down, she's being direct and she's talking to you stern and it will come off as aggressive. It's not necessarily aggression, but it's interpreted that way. So again, that's why I said it's one of those things where I think you and your man would figure out what works for y'all. But I definitely think it's better to be direct. Definitely not good to be indirect. So I'm more for being direct. It's just maybe being direct, but in a catering your approach to seem soft and it's really hard to articulate because you will almost have to be in that moment and be like, see, that's what you're talking about right there. But
Okay, so
again, I'm
I
agreeing with
think
the right.
I think some of the individuals heard the word direct and they understood blunt, right?
No, no, it just can come
Excuse
off as
me,
blunt.
excuse me. I was listening to the responses, right?
Right,
At,
right. I'm
at
telling you
one
in
of the
conflict.
excuse me. One of the comments was conflating direct with being forward, right?
That
So,
is the same thing.
okay, may I finish my sentence, please?
Yeah.
Okay, so direct meaning we are talking specifically to the point and the matter at hand. That's what I mean by direct.
I agree with you. That's why I'm
So,
telling you in
well,
conflict.
I'm speaking in reference to those who were who did not understand what I meant by direct.
Well, I don't care what who didn't understand it. I'm articulating it for the world. I'm telling you, I didn't misunderstand what you meant by direct. I'm saying being direct is the right way to be. But I think that in the midst of building out your relationship, you guys figure out when that directness can become problematic. I said is usually going to be surrounded around conflict, because it's going to come off as so too stern. Some men don't like that. And it's hard to articulate what it is to say how to not be direct. Because I definitely think you should be direct more so than indirect. I don't think you should be indirect. But it's not as easy. When you're in conflict, a lot of men don't like women being direct because it looks like they're challenging. It looks like they're being aggressive. It looks like they're being too stern, too forward. So I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that one gets a little touchy. It gets a little tricky. That's it. But I agree with you. Be direct.
But Will, when you're in conflict, right? Letting go of the point, right? The point that you or position.
You're breaking up.
Directness. That's combative.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up.
I'm losing. Yeah,
You're
sorry.
good. I think you're good.
Can you hear me
No,
better
you're good now? Yep, you're good now.
Okay. So when you're in conflict, and let me say it like this. If I am in conflict with my man and I am not willing to see his points and step back from the conflict, that is not being direct. That is being combative.
What I'm saying to you is I think you should be direct, but some men will interpret that differently. That's why I said you figure that out throughout the course of your relationship, what works for you guys. But I'm encouraging a woman to be direct. So I don't think being direct is combative. Some men may think that, but you have to understand if you're dealing with a man who's not that savvy, who's not that smart, who gets easily triggered, you have to understand you being direct is going to be a problem.
Do you think tone is important when it comes to communicating with men?
Absolutely.
How about you, Will? You think tone is important of when a woman communicates with a man?
I do. I think mainly in conflict. I definitely agree with you, but it don't have to be conflict, and it's still important. But definitely in conflict, it really matters then.
Got you. I know I'm mindful of, I think a lot of women don't really understand how they come off a lot of times. I think that as a man, I am who I am, right? I don't lack confidence, right? So if I'm dealing with my kids and, I say something sternly, they're going to listen to me, but I don't think they sense that, like, oh, I'm not confident in what I said, or I'm trying to overdo what I'm telling them to do. And I just feel like a lot of times boys or kids don't listen to women because they're being stern or something like that. The confidence isn't, the way that they come off is just different. And I don't know if that makes sense to y'all, but I think that it has something to do with just kind of like being a man versus being a woman, in the way that we actually exude our confidence, and faux confidence versus actual confidence, if that makes sense.
I think, yeah, it's just one of those things, man, where I think with being direct, you kind of learn your significant other, and you guys figure out what works for you guys. It's always best to be direct. Like Ms. Mano said, you can be direct and be sweet and feminine. But being direct, sometimes people don't know how to put that little sizzle on it to make it sweet and feminine. Without the sizzle of making it sweet and feminine, it does kind of seem combative to some people. So that's why I said being direct. I never once said it's wrong. Do not be direct. No, you should never be indirect. But being direct is tricky, especially in conflict. So just take heed to that. We can move on from that. I don't want y'all to. It depends on the two people involved. That one's very subjective. But I think y'all should take heed to what Miss Mono said. This is when you should listen to a woman. If they give the right advice, listen to them. But most women don't give the right advice. All right, moving to the next one. Miss Day, honest. Do you think
Absolutely.
honest brings a value to a man?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I like, you see, that was easy and quick, right? We can move on to the next one.
Well, wait, that was a two-part answer. That was honest and trustworthy.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry. Honest and trustworthy. Do you think it adds value to a man at hello to deal with a trustworthy woman?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Next. Do you think it adds value to a man at hello to deal with a woman who's not materialistic?
Absolutely.
Okay. Do you think it adds value to a man at hello to be with a woman who values or finds her value in God?
Now, that could be subjective, but in my case, absolutely, I believe that it will be valuable to him because some people don't believe in God.
I agree with you 100%. Do you think it adds value to a man at hello to deal with a woman who seeks to understand?
Yes.
Look at you.
That
Look
means
at
she's
you.
comfortable.
Firing on all cylinders now. I'm going to pause right here and address this comment. Gerald says, you can be direct and it comes off as combative or nice, depending on the woman's demeanor. You see, being direct is important, but your body language is going to be a variable. It's going to be a factor that you should keep in mind. All right. Does it add value, bring value to a man at hello to deal with a woman who's modest financially and physically?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it adds value to a man at hello to deal with a woman who's kind and cordial, but not nice?
Yes. You don't have to be nice. Kind is good.
I don't know how you be kind without being nice.
They're not the same.
I don't know. I don't know the difference.
Hold on.
They seem like synonyms.
Yeah, they could be.
They are, but I don't know the difference. Maybe I don't know.
I'm willing to explain, but I don't want to be misconstrued for being combative because I am direct to the point.
Yeah, I dropped her. Kicked her off the stage and brought her back. Yeah, go ahead, Nora. Explain. I'm not saying there is a difference or isn't a difference. I don't know there to be a difference, and educate me.
Okay, so when an individual is nice, they are doing things against their own judgment to please the person that they are being nice to. That means there's no boundaries. They're gonna just appease the person, just do whatever they want, just to get just to get the other person to like them. All right. When a person is kind, they will do what is within their means and what they have determined they are willing to share, right? So this could be time, money, advice, whatever, right? Without caring, right, whether the person that they are helping or being kind to is pleased with them. So the kind person is the one who measures how much they give out to the person who is seeking them for whatever specific reason. The nice person allows the seeker to measure how much the nice person gives out.
Got you. Okay.
I hope that. Okay, great.
That was perfect.
I looked it up. It says at least AI overview says, the key difference is that niceness is often an agreeable or a polite act driven by social expectations, while kindness is an intentional, empathetic act stemming from genuine care and a desire to help others. I got you. I learned something today. Thank you. Look at that. I'm learning something. I don't never learn nothing from people. Thank you, Nora.
You're welcome. So, Will, you are definitely a mean man. Just kidding.
Oh, okay. All right. So now we got that was good. That was good. That's probably the best thing. That's one of the best. Oh shit. I really ain't gonna be able to do nothing with that, but it definitely helps. I could explain it.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Nora.
Hey, Miss Love Eyes. Long time no speak. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up pretty quick. So Miss Day,
Yes,
is
sir.
it does it bring value to a man and hello for a woman to be supportive?
Yes.
Does it bring value to
100%.
does it bring value to a man and hello for a woman to not be clingy?
Yes, it does bring value. Yes.
Hold on,
All right.
Will.
Because everybody needs space.
I'm sorry. I guess I'm confused on the line of questioning. And how does a man know if a woman is supportive when at hello?
You asking me or you asking the ladies?
You.
Well, I think that at hello is in terms of like a word like supportive, it wouldn't be hello like hi, I'm Will. It wouldn't be in terms of that. Something usually follows very quickly after meeting the person, that they may express something that they're doing, and they may express something they need help with, or whatever the case may be. And when you actively engage and you show that kindness, like we just talked about, where what kindness says, it says, while kindness is an intentional, empathetic act stemming from genuine care and a desire to help. So, like if you had a desire to help, you was to help. Hold on a second. Where's it at? Hold on. What happened? Oh, there you go. If you had the desire to help somebody, sometimes support shows up pretty quick. Like just doing an act of service sometimes can be perceived as support. You know, doing a
Gotcha.
favor for a woman. You know, you about to take her out on a date, and you notice her car is a little dirty. You're like, hey, let me run into the car wash for you. The act of service is not so much support, but women look at that, they can perceive that however they perceive it. So,
What would you say if you had to guess? What do you
what up,
think
Willie?
top love language is? What's up, big dog?
What'd you say?
I was on the phone. My bad.
I thought you were talking to us. All right, so yeah, no, real dope. That one doesn't like at hello in that regard is not literally
Means
at hello.
early on in dating.
Yeah, but hello usually it has two phases, right? It's like immediate when he first meets you, and it's also like just super early on, like within the first couple of days of getting to know each other. You're still at the hello phase.
Okay,
All
gotcha.
right, but support doesn't really show up, but it's still something that the man will value in the woman. To know that she's supportive. So that one's a little tricky as far as explaining it, but if somebody's looking for you to support them the day they meet you, that's a little weird.
I mean, if you're a helpful person, you're just a helpful person. I
Right.
understand that.
Yeah. So what about does it add value to a man that hello if the woman's not clingy?
I answered earlier. Yes, it
Oh,
matters.
sorry.
Not clingy.
Does it matter to a man? I mean, is it add value to a man that hello if the woman is respectful, but her respect is contingent?
Is this only for the guy or for anything attached to the guy, like meaning his family and his friends, or is this just towards the guy? I'm just trying to understand.
Just the guy.
Um no, I think that he would want her to be respectful at all times, not contingent.
Will, do
Okay,
you
so
agree that there's a couple different levels of respect?
explain.
So I
I don't
remember
know.
one time, early on when I was dealing with my girl, we was having a conversation, I don't want to say argument, but like like something like that, right? And she had got out of the car and she had shut the door while I was talking, and I had a conversation with her about that and about how that's not acceptable, and she pretty much said like, like I don't see how that's disrespect, and I pretty much told her there's two types of respect. So there's a type, if you did that to a guy on the street you don't know from a can of paint, that arguably wouldn't be disrespectful, right? But to me, I deserve a different threshold of respect than the average person walking on the street. Um, so you can't do that to me. You can never slam the door while I'm talking. You can never walk away from me while I'm talking to you. And I wouldn't do that to you also. But that's an example of different levels of respect. Like a normal person, I respect a person that I don't know a certain way. Everybody gets a certain level of respect from me. However, my woman gets a different level of respect from me. If that makes sense.
It makes sense. I don't use it in that terms. I think of being cordial to people, being considerate, but I look at respect differently because respect is attached to admiration for me. I don't just respect people. I don't tell them people, man, I got a lot of respect for you. I don't say that loosely. I be like,
Mhm.
yo, you know what I'm saying? I rock with you. I feel you. Like real dope. I've told you, I got a lot of respect for how you conduct yourself in conflict. I think a lot of men can learn a lot from how stoic you are when it comes to arguing, debating, conflict. You listen very well. Do you always hear everything somebody's saying? Do you always understand the points they're making? No, but who does? But you listen, you ask questions to try to understand what they're saying. You challenge it. If you when you disagree with it, you articulate yourself really good for the most part. I think it's hard for people to not understand what you're saying. They may not necessarily understand the point you're trying to make, but they definitely are not unclear about what you're saying because you articulate
Mhm.
yourself well, you speak well. So, brother, you are to be modeled when it comes to dealing with conflict. I think a lot of brothers, including myself, can take a page out your book. So I got respect for that because it's like it's admirable. But my respect a lot of times is attached to admiration.
Mhm.
I don't admire many people, and
Do
I may
you
not admire you in all aspects of life, but I could admire you in certain aspects, and in those aspects where I have admiration for you, I will have respect for you automatically because respect and admiration is tied to each other. Um, so
do
like,
you,
go ahead.
I was about to say, do you believe that you can have respect for people you don't know, just random guy walking by you on the street?
Do I think what?
Do you believe that you can have a respect for a man that just walks by you on the street?
No,
So
I
what do
can't.
you call it when you make sure that you don't enter in his space? Or you make sure that
I
you
call
make
it
sure that you
cognizant,
don't okay, you make sure
cognizant,
that you don't cognizant, you make sure that you don't
cognizant, aware. Um, not violating boundaries. People may say, "Oh, you're respecting his boundaries." I'm not really respecting his boundaries. I'm just not looking for a problem.
okay,
We're just mindfully aware that to give people their space because we don't want people to think that
mhm,
you are a threat when you're not a threat.
got you. 'Cause I guess maybe the way that I understand respect could be different from you. Because I think that people respect power, and I think that you respect power. And like for example, I think that if you was using any type of saw, right, most likely you would put on a pair of safety goggles, because you respect what that thing can do. You are careful around it because you respect the power that it has. But you're saying that that's just cognizance. So
Yeah, see,
yeah.
respect is you you appreciate what it can do, and you know that if something can go wrong and it can get serious really fast. So you can say I have a respect for this saw, or I have a respect for water because I know how it can go from something that's vital to our safety, I mean our survival, to putting us in danger. in a split second, right? But I think respect is the wrong word. I think we use it that way, and this is where me and you be having our little debates, right? You may have this perspective of a word, and I have a perspective of it, and our perspectives is the word is the word is the word.
Oh,
The word means what it means, but how we use that word. Willie live. Willie, your mic.
Willie.
I got him. Oh, I unmuted him. Damn it. Oh no, he muted. So the way we use the word, or how we interpret the word, I think at times would get us into a space of misusing the word. Our interpretation of it misuse it. That's why let's just say for the sake of argument that I'm right. Mm-hmm. Let's say if I'm right, and when you think of the word respect, you think of the word admiration. And if you don't admire the thing, chances are you probably don't respect the thing. So I don't admire guys when I walk down the street like, oh, I got admiration for him. Like, I got no respect for him. Look, I'm not going to disrespect you, but I don't have any respect for you either. I don't know you to respect you.
Okay.
I just know not to disrespect you.
Admiration is more so about ability. Respect is about character.
We usually admire the things with great character, though.
Well, we typically admire the things of great ability. For example, you admire people who have become, like you said, you admire him for his content because he had the ability to go do that thing. He's done it well. He's thrived in that space. He's known in that space, and he has a platform that he's been able to build organically in that space. So you admire that. You respect him, the character, because of what it took to do that, the consistency, the wherewithal, the intentionality, and just the effort that it took to do it. So I think those are like respect and admiration aren't synonymous, but I do think that people use them incorrectly based on, there's just like you said, what you say. A lot of people think that their perspective of what a word is the same as what the definition is, and that's why a lot of times these conversations, obviously not between like you and Dope, because you're saying y'all are men, but typically when we have these conversations with both sexes in them, when one starts using words to mean things, just like customized definitions of meanings of words, the conversation gets derailed.
Mm-hmm. I have a question for you, Will. So in the scenario where, let's say you go to another country and let's say you have to do something as a sign of respect, right? You understand because you've researched that individual place that you're going to, and you understand that you have to show respect to a certain person by doing something, and you do that thing. Do you think that that's simply you being cognizant, or do you think that it was an actual sign of respect?
See, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as making sure you're not disrespectful. See, if somebody comes into my house, I don't look for them to respect me. I want them to make sure they don't disrespect me. You can navigate around me without respecting me, but you can't navigate around me while disrespecting me.
I don't know if I'm right or not. I currently think that if someone is if disrespect and respect are opposites, and I think that if you're not disrespecting somebody, that you are respecting them. The same way that I think that if something isn't dysfunctional, that is functional. I could be wrong, but this is my current understanding.
Well, yeah, I can easily prove that that's wrong. So love and to not love are opposites. But just because you don't love somebody, because if I'm not loving you, that doesn't mean I love you. You don't walk around thinking to people, I love you or I don't love you. You just, I don't love you, but you don't be saying I don't love you. Like there's people that you don't necessarily love, or I'll say it. If you won't say to them, I don't love you, I don't not love you, so that doesn't mean you love them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't think you're disrespecting me because you don't respect me. Because if you walk in my house real dope and you take your shoes off, you may say to yourself, this is a sign of respect. I'm respecting his house. And I'm thinking you're just not disrespecting my house by contaminating it with whatever you have on the bottom of your shoes that you just brought from the outside world into my house. You're just saying to me, hey man, I don't want to bring this debris into your house. It's not so much that I'm respecting. Willie, your mic stay hot.
My bad, bro.
And for record, Willie, like if you do, hold on, I'm gonna look it up twice because I don't like Googling as much because I like going to the definition of words. But if you Google the word respect, the respect meaning, it says a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. So what Willie was saying is right, and what I'm saying is right. I'm acknowledging Real Dope's ability to be stoic, to be cool, calm, collected, mindful, controlled, poised. So I'm acknowledging his abilities and his qualities. So yes, it's my admiration for his abilities and his qualities. In this case, not his achievements. Achievements are part of it, Willie, but it's not encompassing it. It's not the whole thing. We can admire Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant because of their achievements, their great abilities. But I'm admiring right now Real Dope's qualities. So it's not just one thing. So that's why, like, I try to tell people when I talk about the word respect, if you think of admiration, and then respect is right there. It's not that they're the same thing because they're not the same thing. Let me use Google again and let's just do admiration. And ladies, we appreciate y'all patience. You know, admiration says respect and warm approval. so they're almost one and the same, but I look at admiration as respect. I tell people all the time, when I admire something, I automatically respect it, but I will use these words differently. So because I do understand what you're saying, Real Dope, when it comes to respect, because my father or my mother or my grandparents or my friend's parents, like my friend's mother may ask me to do something, and out of respect for her being in the position she's in, I'll do it with no admiration for her whatsoever. I'm like, I don't admire this woman, but I'm going to respect her because of her position. So there's times where position, a police officer, the judge, their position may warrant you to be respectful. I think is better than saying I have respect for you. And I think being respectful and having respect for someone is two different things. I would have to look into that and dissect that a little bit more, but I don't think they're the same thing. You're muted if you're talking to us. No, I can't hear you. You're not muted, but I can't hear you. Oh, he lost his mic. Hey, what you ladies got to say about that? Y'all want to chime in on that?
Jeremy?
Oh my goodness, there was so much said.
Just on the respect and admiration.
Yeah, to me, they're two completely different things.
Completely
So,
different. Did you just hear me read the definitions?
I heard you. I heard you.
I told you, bro. I told you.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I told you.
Well, Nora, I read the definition, and admiration is in the definition of respect, and respect is in the definition of admiration.
Will, when you say that you read the definition,
I'm going back on mute because clearly my opinion is not necessary here.
No.
When you say you read the respected definition, I mean you read the definition of respect. Are you saying that there was only one definition there, and also, are you saying that the definition that you read was the original definition when as the word was made? I'm curious. I just need to know I need to know the distinction. Because then I would have to ask you, do you accept that there are different definitions for words?
Oh no. I'm accepting that there's different definitions.
Because we might be using a different.
Yeah, the context matter, right? The context, like I just said, like if my friend's mother asked me to do something, I'm going to do it out of respect for her position, but I have no admiration for her. So no, I understand that the context of how it's being used will matter. But when Nora said they're completely different, I don't see them as completely different words. Like, I mean, it's not that I'm saying y'all wrong. And is it more than one definition? You want me to Google it or you want me to go to the dictionary?
It's whatever dictionary you like to use. You talking about like physical dictionary or online?
I was going to use a digital dictionary, but again, it's Google because it's already up. It says the admiration meaning. The first, it says respect and warm approval. Actually, that's it. Well, hold on. It says something regarded as impressive or worthy of respect, and then pleasurable contemplation. That's admiration. And now we're going to go to respect. It says the first one is a noun. It's just a feeling of deep admiration for someone or something elicited by their abilities, qualities, or achievements. Number two is still a noun. Due regard for the feelings, wishes, rights, or traditions of others. I think that's what you're talking about, like when you go to different countries and you try not to, and you try to abide by their customs. Then you got verb, which is admire someone or something deeply as a result of their abilities, qualities, and achievements. So they're super duper related, like super duper related, not completely different. So Nora, when you say completely different, what do you think? Nora, don't go silent. All right.
You'd rather talk to me, Will. Maybe you're a little bit too, what I told you about this.
You know that cheese grater you just put on your back? You just do that. You just do that. That cheesecloth. Put all the holes in it. Back to you, Miss Day. We almost done. We got two more left.
It's a school. So
do you think that it's a man will value it at hello when a woman can admit her flaws?
Do I think that it's repeat it again? I'm sorry.
Do you think it adds value to a man at hello when a woman can admit her flaws?
Yeah. She's being vulnerable.
Okay. And last but not least, do you think it adds value to a man at hello when a woman's not lazy?
Absolutely. We want to be with look, I was value to a woman when a man ain't lazy. So
you love correlation.
No, I'm just thinking about me. I'm sorry.
I will strongly stop doing that.
No, but you're right. You're right. It adds value to a man. Yes, you're absolutely right.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, if that's something you do a lot, it's going to
No,
be
I don't. I don't.
No, I don't believe you for 1 second.
That's fine, because you don't know me for a second. So that's
right.
fine.
But Miss Day, I'm giving you some advice.
I'm listening.
And I'm telling you, like, one thing a lot of people hate is when you like if a man was to tell you something about women and you always counter it, but what about men?
I'm not that person.
Okay.
I'm really not that person.
I'm only bringing it to your attention because you've done it multiple times. That's the only reason why I'm bringing it to your attention.
Multiple times, but what? With the loyalty in this one? So you counted multiple?
You did it with loyalty. You did it with this lazy one, and you did it with
two.
Exactly. Was it two? Well, this is recorded. I can always scrub back and go listen to it. So I'm gonna just say two because I can't remember the third one.
Because it wasn't no third.
So the definition of multiple means it has to be 3 times, or it has to be more than once. Because I thought that after multiple, then it would be several, but 2 doing it twice is multiple times.
And I just said it was once or two. Well, I said it was twice. This time in the loyalty.
Okay, I mean you could be right. I've been doing a lot of talk. I don't remember. I'm just telling you. I'm bringing it to your attention because it happened more than once. So I was just saying, if you're doing that, then I would strongly advise you not to do that. That's all. That's it. But no, I appreciate it. So we got through it. So Miss Day, we're gonna run through yours real quick because your list was a little shorter. It'll be real fast. you said that you're independent. Do you think that is because you said you grew up, you're in your mid-40s, you're old school, you grew up with a strong women, and then you said that led to independence. Do you think being independent adds value to a man in hello?
In some capacity, not for
What
all.
capacity? What capacity?
For you to be able to do some things on your own, absolutely, not always needing to have a guide here, but not to the fault that you feel like, oh, I don't need no man.
Okay, all right, great answer. I think that's the right answer. Then you say you cook and clean. You think that adds value to a man in hello?
Yeah, because now
Submissive.
you can cook and clean.
Okay, submissive. You say you're
Yep,
submissive.
absolutely.
Okay, self-sufficient.
Yeah.
You know how to sew. You think that add value to a man in hello?
So the being self-sufficient,
No,
absolutely.
not so self-sufficient. You said that one already. I'm saying can sew. You know how to sew.
Oh, sewing clothes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You don't add value at hello. It's cool that you have it, but ain't no
You
man
sure?
like, yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
When's the last time? Hey, real dope and Willie, when's the last time a woman sold something for y'all?
What you mean? So
Like sold some clothing.
I was in the military.
when you say sold some clothing, like what do you?
So SEWs, like
like made me something.
yeah, no, not just made you something, clothing,
Like clothing,
stitch
like made me
upstream.
clothes.
sewing,
Yeah.
knitting clothes or whatever. When's the last time a
Yeah.
woman did that for you?
My girl never did that. She made herself a couple dresses, but she never did me none for me.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, Miss Dave, but it doesn't add value to us at hello. Like,
Okay.
I mean, it's cool. If I knew a woman knew how to sew, I would like that she had that quality, but it wouldn't be adding no value to me. But I would think it's dope though.
Mm-hmm.
That she's a homebody. You think that add value to a woman that she's a homebody?
I mean that she doesn't go out a lot, maybe, but I don't know.
I think it does.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not good if she's a hermit, but if she don't always need to be out and about. Yeah, that add value to a man. And the last thing you said, homeowner owns your own car and he can use it sparingly if he didn't have a car. Do you think that would add value to a man in hello?
Maybe not the last part, but
That's the part that matters the most.
possibly.
You owning a home don't really add value to a man when he meets you. That don't really matter that much. Sometimes it's a negative, but it's not necessarily negative, but depending on how the woman, what her views on it can turn it negative. Her owning her own car, I mean, yeah, that adds value to a man because he don't want to have to always pick her up. It'd be nice if she can meet him somewhere. And then if he didn't have a car and she was willing to let him use it, obviously that would add value to him. So I think that with y'all two lists, if you look at your list and then you start to say, why should a man date me? And then you look at if the reasons that you're naming also adds value to him, then you're on the right path. But if you look at your list and then we start trying to determine if those things add value to him, if none of the things on your list add value to him, scratch it off. If you can, right? If you can, like for example, if you thought it mattered to you that because you can sew, that a man should appreciate that. That's a hill we don't need to die on. We could just get that off the list. I mean, it's cool, but if he needs to value that, it's like he's just not. You know what I'm saying? But you got good stuff on your list. I think you tweak some things, you add some things to your list. You said that 95% of stuff Nora had on her list, you would have said it. So if you can really apply those 95% of those things, and you start implementing those things and showing that man some value, I definitely see yourself getting off to a good start when you get in the dating market. You may have some other stuff you have to work on, but at least control the things you can control. Ms. Love Wise, anybody else got anything else? We normally only go 2 hours. We 38 minutes over.
I just want to say goodnight. I had to drop because I lost connection, but I came back just to say goodnight.
We thought you got mad and bounced on us, but appreciate
Of course you would think that. Of course, they all would think that
Well, we
because
asked,
everybody is
we was
always in the
talking to you.
negative.
No, we was talking to you. You wasn't responding. We was like, dang, she ain't gonna say nothing. Then you just left. We was like, oh, okay. But thank you for coming back and letting us know, Nora. And we appreciate your list. I think your list was fantastic. You have yourself a wonderful night. We'll see you in them TikTok streets.
All right. Well,
Thank
good
you,
night.
Miss Nora. Good
Take
night.
care. Good night.
All right. Anybody got anything to add to her or Ms. Lovewise? Oh, she left too. Ms. Lovewise, you got anything you want to share with us tonight?
I just wanted to come up here and say hi to you. You, my brother. I love you. I've been away for a while, and you already know I ride with you. 100, 1,000.
I do.
And
Tell your son I said, what's up?
yeah, and I'm a strong believer in listening to my man, listening and respect. I don't believe that a woman should have a loud mouth in public. You can get your man into some big trouble like that. I'm the type of person that believe in those morals. Um, I believe in respect and remaining humble and not keeping, disagreements going and going to bed with the same disagreement and waking up with the same disagreement. Leave it alone, keep it pushing, and let's ride together. That's all. That's all I have for you tonight.
Well, no, I appreciate that, and it's baby steps out here. This dating market has gotten trash, and it is what it is. We've all contributed to it. The successful men have contributed to it. The Pookies and the Ray Rays have contributed to it. The loving, kind women have contributed to it. The trout mouth heifers have contributed to it. We've all contributed to it. So on that note, gentlemen, my fellas, my dogs, Willie, MF Beeman, who is normally a damn hellraiser when he come on the panel. He has not done so today. My dog, we appreciate your presence.
What you about to go to bed?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I ain't about to go to bed.
Why you
Look
always
real
at
dope.
a certain time like a sucker, like you gotta go to bed or something? You don't think that's gay?
Hey. You know what? I was just about to call you the antagonist, right? Right before, right after I gave Willie his shout out, I was about to say my man, real dope, the antagonist himself. And before I can get it out my mouth, oh man, okay, Mr. Hater, what you want to talk about? What you want to argue about? We can go toe to toe for.
Hey, I can argue about anything.
I know you can. How much we got?
Who you? Listen, I can argue about anything. Who you vote for? Kamala or Trump? I'll take either side.
Well, I didn't vote. I don't vote. But if I
would have voted for?
I would have voted for Trump.
You would have voted for Trump?
Now watch he just take Kamala's side because he's gonna be picking and choosing. You say what?
He's a fascist.
Okay. What's the fact?
Say you would have voted for Kamala. I'm gonna take the other side. I'll take whatever side. I just like to argue.
I know because you're an antagonist and you be picking and choosing.
Damn.
I already told you. You put your little cheese grater on a second ago. You couldn't get off the ground though because it had all the holes in it.
Damn.
Your little Swiss cheese cake.
It's
hard to fly with all them holes in it. Too much wind get in it and you can't take off. You need something solid, brother.
I hear you. I just be trying to have some fun. That's all. No,
I appreciate it. I don't mind debating with you until you started saying stuff like you said about the dictionary stuff. You're like, oh, what's the original meaning of the word in the dictionary? The definition changed over time. Like, you know who hate having that conversation with you.
Oh yeah, Sad hate that conversation.
He hate that conversation, boy. He called me up. He was like, man, this dude real dope, man. What's wrong with him? I said, man, that's real dope, man. Real dope. Repo Dad. I think you got an alter ego, Repo Dad and Real Dope. I mean, it just depends on what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie, man. Hey, we need to contain him. Willie, you still with us?
I'm here.
We need to contain Real Dope, man.
Listen, one thing that I admire about my dog is that, he is consistently himself. So I would never try to limit or hinder him from being himself. I just think that it's kind of funny that he is his best self when he is coming to the defense of some dumb shit that a woman said. So that's got to be a superpower that I'm glad that I don't have, because I too would abuse it, but I would abuse it. I would use that superpower for nefarious means.
Yes,
And
yes.
yeah.
Because he a sucker for love, he ain't gonna do that.
I mean, I'm a lover boy too. I'm just not.
No, I didn't say a lover boy.
Oh,
You heard me. I said a sucker for love.
Well, yeah, I'm not a sucker for love, but I definitely love mine. So I don't think that. I will say this though. I don't think that that's how the conversations get handled at the house. I don't think that, you know what I'm saying, there's that much latitude being given to say to Mrs. Dope Daddy when she says some silly shit. I think it's, probably, confronted and challenged immediately, and then, course corrected back to, it's the way it should be.
Somebody, I'm trying to think of who was it that said this. Dang, I gotta think of who was it that said it. They said it to me, bro. It was hilarious. They said, we was talking about your proposal, real dope. This just happened like yesterday. Who was it?
It was a Meteor Man.
Who was that?
Ethereal. He looked like one of the Golden Lords from Meteor Man.
Ethereal, my dog. Listen, they said that real though they was talking about your proposal. They was like, man, he ain't proposed to get married, man. That was a promise ring ceremony.
That wasn't no fucking promise ring rock, man.
They said you had a promise.
That's cool.
Bro, I can't for the life of me think of who I was talking to.
He had a promise ring, and all they got is a promise text.
It's somebody I don't talk to on a regular basis. Bro, for the life of me, I can't think of who it was. I want to call them and tell them I told you. They'll probably see this. They was like, yeah, man, he ain't engaged. I was like, he is engaged. They're like, he ain't engaged. I was like, bro, you got it posted on. He did the proposal. They said that was a promise ring ceremony. Boy, when they said that, boy, I laughed so hard. I'm trying to think, man, because like if I'm talking to them on the phone, then I know who it is. But I think I was talking to them on Instagram, like you know how you can call on Instagram, so I don't have a clue as to who it was. Damn, I'm mad. I'm gonna remember though, and then I'm gonna try to get y'all both on the show at the same time. So and maybe we'll do a live stream. Is Real Dope really engaged?
I just know this. Just understand.
Your mic is off, Real Dope. You might have to come back.
I got the right one for that shit talking. Because when I propose, all comments in the negative will be met with egregious amounts of slander.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Was he joking? Or you think he was serious?
I can't even remember, bro. I think he was serious as a heart attack, though.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
I think he was serious, bro. I promise you, I cannot for the life of me think who it was.
Oh my God.
I get way too many people on Instagram reach out to me, and so I didn't develop a cool rapport with so many people that it was just random. I don't even know why you came up.
I'm that nigga. What you mean?
I have no clue as to how you even came up.
Oh boy, girl probably follow him.
Probably something like that.
Wow,
that's probably what it is.
Willie then threw his bid in the ring. He said, "Hey, tag me in." He tag me in, Real Dope.
Man, listen, I always stick up for my niggas. If nothing else, I'm consistent in that effort.
You do.
Yeah,
But Will, I don't think it's a lot of niggas who you go live with who actually who really stand toe to toe when it comes to like some hate and shit like that. I don't think really
a lot of cyber truck. There ain't a lot of niggas. There's a lot of niggas I know that want to toe to toe with you. You got a cyber truck.
I'm just saying, and also like I already can hear that he's a hater, so it's like I don't know no hater who can go toe to toe with me at all.
Listen,
nobody hates on someone doing worse than them.
Listen, I promise you, I'm gonna figure out who it was, bro.
Figure it out.
Listen, I'm telling you, I laughed so hard, bro. Listen,
was it D?
No, it wasn't D. Nah, it wasn't D. It definitely wasn't D. I ain't talked to D in a few. I ain't talked to D. I did talk to D briefly for a second, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait till it's my turn because all that hate you was getting dope and what responding to, I welcome it because I'm gonna keep
When?
around.
Oh, I was gonna say he was getting hate.
Some of them comments, girls is like, "Oh, the ring, the wrong is backwards and shit." They were just, they were just being haters, and I'm like, "Bitch, you've been proposed to 8 times, and all 8 of them rings wasn't big as that one ring. Bitch, shut up."
I'm about to respond to some of those on a real. I'm about to when they say respond to with a real. I'm about to make some more content by just like using that for content.
My nigga Tony does that when people say slick shit in his comments, bro. That shit is so funny.
He do what?
So like somebody will say something slick and then he'll go to their page and then like share their post and then he'll respond to it with the real as like their face on the background and like, bitch, this is you talking shit in the back, missing 3 teeth. Like, how you missing 3 of your 2 front teeth, man? That's crazy. He does that to anybody that says something disrespectful to him. And then if it get too bad, he'll just go live and then just talk about your whole page. And it's crazy because people talk shit to him from a public page. Like, ain't nobody hiding behind private pages no more. These motherfuckers ain't got bold. So when it's time for me, I'm definitely gonna take that same approach.
Look at little sucker for love. Look at little sucker for love. Man, I know a Cracker Jack box ring when I see one.
That's tough.
I had to do.
Look at that. Look at that.
I
mean, come on now. Come on. Willie, are you impressed with this, Willie? This rock should have been like a brass knuckle. It should have been over all 3 of these fingers right here.
Of course. Of course I'm impressed, man. You see all that shit that man did to, like, I'm mad that my old lady know about this shit because she's now like, this nigga will set the bar higher than giraffe pussy.
Hey, real dope.
You know what you wanted.
Real dope. You a whole ass nigga for this, bro.
A real one.
Look at that. Promise ring time.
On a white look, not just on a beach, on a white sand beach.
Hey, real dope said, "Will you go with me?" That's what they said. That was their literal words too, bro. They said, "Real dope said, will you go with me?"
He don't know how much them flights cost.
Yeah, you do, because he struggle to make that flight money every month because half of it's his rent.
Oh man. Hey,
ain't no Groupon flights to the Maldives, bro.
I gotta figure out who this was, bro.
When bro go out on vacation, they say nothing beats a Jet2 holiday.
Yeah, I don't think I ain't doing all that for no promise ring.
Oh, look at the tears that's about to flow from her eyes.
Yeah, you got to picture her ugly crying, bro. I can't wait.
Look at that.
I'm get craziest picture.
Look at that.
I'm getting a picture with snot. I want her like lip gloss to be running. And that's
tell buddy, it's a 30% tax on everything over there too. Everything 30% tax. So them flowers, Maldives.
Oh, Maldives, okay.
Yeah, so them flowers was actually 30% tax.
I'm just impressed with how small that ring is, according to. Damn, buddy said that's real dope, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That junk was so funny. Because I literally was like, bro, I said real dope is engaged. We was talking about engagement or something. Guys, I don't know what, man. I'm so mad because I want to tell you because it just made the whole story just so funny because it just came out of left field. Yeah. And it's like that nigga ain't mad. That nigga ain't engaged. I said, what are you talking about? It's on his social media page. He said, man, that was a promise ring ceremony.
That's funny.
Bro, it was hilarious. The man brought the green, the movie theater.
The fact that they watching Casino, bro. Like, I'm sorry, Goodfellas. Like, the fact that that's the movie they watched on the beach when they proposed, that's like got to be some of the most nigga-ish shit ever. Like, I love that.
I had asked her like, what movie does she want to watch? Like in general, I was like, what's you want to watch a movie? Not for the proposal, but I was just asking her in general. And she said, yeah, like, cause I was trying to put her on Goodfellas on the flight. I'm like, yo, did you ever see this? She like, no, I never seen that movie. So she started watching a little bit of it, but I'm like, yeah, we're gonna finish. I'm gonna finish the movie because she said she was liking it, she was digging it.
Hey, real dope. I just want to ask you a question, bro.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be eating on the beach? Why you gotta get to the beach at 10 o'clock in the morning and not leave until midnight.
I gotta I be having ideas, man. I just gotta see them come to life. That's all.
I mean, real dope. You gotta go ahead and tell us, bro, how much something like this can set an average man back.
Ooh, like the entire thing,
Bro, flights. Did y'all sleep on the beach or did you have a bungalow? Did you have a hotel? What you had?
Bungalow, over with a bungalow.
Huh?
Over with a bungalow.
A hut? Did y'all just sleep on
you ain't see where we stayed at?
Oh, that was the same trip?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I saw where you stayed. Hold on, it's right here. You know, the world need to see, man. You know, they see what it. Oh, damn. I'll get out of this. Oh, here go the X right here. Right here. Here we go.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we've seen that.
Sir, can you tell me how? That's not the best one. That one's here. It is right here. Sir, can you tell me? Can you tell us? You know, it ain't about bragging. It's just about context.
A lot of guys we want to know because they want to do stuff for their women. So yeah. To go here is several ways you can do it. So these over with a bungalows are typically, I guess they start at around 2,000 a night. Now, and they can range. They can go up. It depends on the high season, the low season. Now, there's two sides of the hotel that you can stay on. So you can stay on the ocean side or the lagoon side. The difference is, and a lot of people don't know this, but I did like thorough research. The lagoon side, the sun sets on the lagoon side and the sun rises on the other side. So one of them is a little bit more expensive. If you want to choose the sunset, more expensive than the sunrise. I actually really enjoyed watching the sunrise. We both would wake up in like 6 a.m. and we actually get to see the sunrise. It was amazing. So I stayed on that side.
Save a little bit of coins, got the better view. So ain't nothing wrong with getting the better view.
So
the view you prefer, I should say, not the better view.
Yeah, I didn't think that the sunset justified the price difference.
Because then you have to be in the room to justify that.
Exactly.
You're going to be in the room when the sun rises.
Exactly. Now, as far as being there, we was there for 7 nights.
Whoa.
I ain't traveling 15, 20 hours to be somewhere for a couple days.
Sir. Now, you ain't gonna get on what they say. They call this Beyonce's internet or something like that. You ain't gonna get on Beyonce or the Beehive's internet and say that these rooms running around 2 G's a night and then casually tell us you was there for 7 nights. You ain't gonna do. That's what you're not gonna do. Okay, you're not gonna do that part, sir. So you're gonna have to please reveal what type of Groupon you used, what type of hookup you had. We need to know the skinny. Give us the details, sir. Don't leave out the discounts. Was there any discounts on this trip?
No. So what I do is I spend a lot of money, so I get a lot of points. A trip like this is gonna cost you about 1 million points. So I spend a lot of money. So I pay for the trip with my points. So I didn't really have to pay for the trip. The only thing that I had to pay for was the what is it called?
The taxes.
No. The transfer. So when you get there, you got to transfer. You got to get on a boat, travel from a boat to the hotel. That's $2,000.
Whoa, the boat is $2,000?
Yeah. $2,000 for the boat.
Real dope.
Another interesting thing though too is that the incidentals, you know how to deposit for the incidentals, right? It's $1,000 a day here. So you got to make sure.
Who cares? You get that back.
Yeah, you get it back. But you just gotta have you gotta be able.
If you got the right type of credit card, ain't no big deal. They just run the credit card.
Now,
that's not a big deal.
Yeah, as far as eating, once you get there, it's not all inclusive. You know, on
it's
level.
Not all inclusive.
No. It's gonna cost you.
Why'd you choose this place?
It's beautiful. And I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you something. It was the best place I've ever been to, and we want to go there again. We want to go there again. It's gonna cost you between $500 to $1,000 there to eat daily.
So hold on. So all right, so grand package. Wrap this thing up for me, because I don't want to hear all these a la carte stuff. I mean, I do math pretty good, but I don't want to hear all this a la carte. I
Yeah.
want to hear, what is this gonna set somebody back? Now, you don't got to tell me exactly what it sets you back. Give us a range. You know, if it's gonna set you back anywhere from 2,500 to 3 G's, it's gonna set you back, you know, 25 to 30,000. Like, what's the range? Give me the range. It's something like this, not your trip or something like this. Everything that you did, what could something like this run a brother?
If you can get here on points, if you
No,
can get here,
not points, not points.
okay.
Mucho dinero.
If you're not getting there on points, then you're gonna have to pay for the accommodations. You're looking at probably 20,000 ish, 20,000 for the accommodations. The 2,000 for the transfer. You're looking at 22,000, right?
Accommodations. What are you talking about?
Oh, accommodations means the room stay. You staying in the room. That's an accommodation.
Because I didn't know you was talking about the accommodation, like travel on the boat. That don't include the boat ride to the island?
No.
So I need the airline tickets.
Yeah.
I need the movie projector on the beach.
Oh,
everything but the ring, sir. The ring
Probably
ain't a part of this.
Yeah, probably about you process it.
And I know you use points for the room and everything. I get all that.
But without using points.
But you spent that money somewhere else to accumulate the points. So it's still
without using points, you'd be looking at that's around 20,000 for the room, 2,000 for the transfer. Flights, it depends on how you like to travel. I needed at least business class, so it was about 10,000. Now, if you
business class
for a travel that's that far, I'm a big guy.
I won in business class.
I'm sorry. You how tall are you?
I'm 6 feet.
See, it's a little bit different.
You're a woman, y'all some giants.
Yeah. It's a little. I ain't wanna,
Y'all some damn giants. Like, listen, I tell people all the time, they want to be tall and say, "Hey, tall has some limitations, boy. If you don't make it to the league and turn that height into some mucho dinero, you're gonna pay for it. In reality, it ain't gonna be fun and games."
Yeah.
I got 4 brothers, and 3 of my brothers is 6'5", and one of my brothers is 6'2".
Okay.
So I understand. But okay, so you're looking at 10,000 flight. You're talking about 20,000 for the room, 2,000 for the transfer. We're talking about 32,000 right now.
Let's say you want to be modest and eat every day. Let's say $500 a day.
Oh, did you say modest and eat every day, or modest in your eating?
Let's say you want to eat modestly.
Okay, I'm like, how's that being modest, eating every day?
You want to eat modestly, because I don't really like when I'm there. I'm not looking at, I'm not thinking about prices and all that type of stuff. But if you want to eat like strategically, I would say between 400 and you can get away with 4. I would say I'm gonna say 500 a day. 500 times 7, that's about 3,500. Add 3,500 on that. Now, as far as getting the proposal set up, probably looking around about 7,000. 7,000 for the proposal.
Wait, you talking for that projector on the beach?
Yeah.
Roses on that?
Yeah. They got different levels though. You can get away with a cheaper one. You can go down to like maybe
you remember the TV show Martin?
Yeah.
And you know what Martin and Tommy used to always say to Cole?
What's that?
You look like Cole. Cole, you stupid.
Listen,
your woman could have went down to the Cracker Barrel, and you know what I'm saying, y'all could have left Cracker Barrel, man, hit the W. You know what I'm saying? And y'all could have been straight, man. You could have proposed down to her in the lobby in front of all the people. Could have hired you a video camera crew to follow y'all around, man.
Save money for what?
Well, I'm not gonna say save money for what. Just you could definitely spend the money. If you got the money, spend the money. But I'm still gonna say, Cole, you stupid.
No, I told you.
Salvation Army could have went down to
the money for.
Hey, listen, man, I ain't mad at you, but you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't gonna understand it. But if you got the means to do it, brother, if the woman's special to you and you want to give her a special experience, I mean, she's only supposed to have this experience once in a lifetime. Now, I don't know y'all marital status prior to this. I don't know if she's ever been married or nothing like that, but it's like if this is the only time somebody's gonna do something like this and they're gonna be committed to each other, then it's like You do whatever the hell you want. But I be hearing about these weddings costing 50, 60, 100,000. You have me thinking, bro, you're gonna spend at least $100,000 on your wedding. That's what you at least got me thinking. I don't know what you, but
I want to do a small wedding. I just want to do a small, beautiful boutique wedding. I want to have tons of flowers, tons of like arrangements. I just wanted to look beautiful, but I only want like 20 people, 30 people there tops.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't care about being at the wedding, but I better be at the reception. So if I don't get no reception invite, I know how to search for people in Philly. You know, y'all ain't hard to find. You know, y'all get caught slipping in Philly all the time.
No, I don't live in Philly. I live with the white people.
So what?
You ain't gonna
I
find
know how
me.
to go out to King of Persia. I love it out in King of Persia.
You gonna get arrested.
I ain't gonna get arrested.
You is gonna get arrested. You bring
It
a black.
is in King of Persia. That like I know West Philly. I like West Philly. I like King of Persia. That's the only part of Philly I like. Maybe there's some other nice parts about it. I don't know enough about Philly. But whenever I'm in Philly, that's where we typically stay. Is King of Persia. So we ain't gonna stay in Philly.
I'm gonna have you arrested. You come out here. You come out here. You come out here. You let me know because I'm gonna have you arrested.
For what? I'm coming to the reception. You gonna have me arrested coming to the reception?
You're a black man. If we had you arrested.
What are you?
I got Indian in my family.
Me too. My grandma's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, sir.
No, you got. No, I'm not getting married locally though.
I don't care where you getting married. I said I'm coming
to
to the
reception locally. I'm gonna have a reception locally.
Negro. Did you hear what I said? I don't give a damn where you get married.
You just want to come to the reception.
Yeah, if the reception is in England, I'm in England.
Shit, you might get invited to the wedding.
I ain't coming to the wedding. Stop. Shut up with this wedding talk.
Oh, man.
Reception talk is about food and
invited,
dancing. What'd you say?
You get invited, you gotta go.
I know, but I don't want to go to the wedding. You know why I don't want to go to the wedding?
Why not?
You got to bring a gift.
You got money?
So remember I said, Cole, you stupid. Yeah. I'm trying to, man, I'm gonna get you a nice little Groupon, you and your lady, a nice little Groupon to a local establishment, 3-star establishment. Make sure y'all go out there and have y'all a nice little lunch on me.
That's nice. I appreciate it. I'm probably gonna raffle it off to my followers. You see? Probably raffle it off.
Now that was a nice little clap back right there. I will raffle off your wedding gift. That's hey brother, I got you. But no, I told you real dope, man. I gotta get with you, man. We gotta figure out how you make all this money. We know you ain't making all this money from selling clothes. You're doing some other stuff now. We ain't implying that there's anything below the belt, but it's definitely we need to know your secret, bro. You got the secret sauce. You know,
well, you gotta understand. Well, I'm a genius when it comes to marketing.
I'm like marketing, man. You got to be my guru, my marketing guru.
Yeah, listen, that's what come natural to me. It's several things that come natural to me that I could get paid for, and that's one of those things is talking about relationships. I can do that all day.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's terrible advice coming from you.
Heal a lot of people.
Terrible advice, bro. You know. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna set up a debate night with you. The reason why I could do a debate night with you, because I know if I just stay level-headed and poised and not cut you off, it'll be a great debate. Because other people, I'm gonna have to cut them off because most people trash. But your debating skills is trash. But you will take that proverbial carrot, like that dangling of a carrot, bro. You can't. You got to take the bait. You're like,
I'm not a that's why you want to debate, because I'm not really a debater. So that's why you would like to lie.
You a damn lie. You a damn lie.
Debater. I like to have conversations. I think people who like to debate like to win. I just like that.
You say that all the time, bro. You are a serial debater. What are you talking about?
Serial conversationalist.
No, you're not, bro. You're not a conversationalist. You are a debater and a dictator, according to some of these women.
I'm a dictator.
Hey, listen, bro. You are you're not. You're a debater, man. I don't know why you. Hey, have you ever taken that personality test on go to this website when you get a chance, 13personalities.com.
Okay.
Take the test and let me know what your personality type is.
13.
Mine is the debater. I am a debater personality type. It's 13, 1, 3. 13. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. So if you go right here, oops, damn, wrong thing. 16 personalities. I'm sorry, not 13 personalities. 16personalities.com.
Okay.
And then you just take the test, right? You come up here, you take the test, and simple questions. Are you you regularly make new friends? You agree or disagree? And then you just go through the test, hit next, and it's kind of extensive. It's not a short test. Probably gonna take you about 15 minutes if I remember correctly to get through it. But then you got these personality types right here. You got the analyst. I'm in the analyst category. I'm a debater, so I'm ENTP. So then when you be hearing people talking about ENTJ, ENTP, or whatever, this is what they're talking about. So of the 4 categories, you got analysts, diplomats, sentinels, and explorers. And then in each one of these categories, there's 4. And yeah, so
I'm gonna be a mix of a lot of these things.
But then you got the N is intuitive, and the T is thinking. So I'm intuitive and I'm thinking. So it's definitely something I think will help most people. So like when I used to coach women in dating and whatnot, I would tell them to go take their personality test. It will help them figure out their personality type, and it'll let them know some things about themselves. Like if you come here, like let's look at the debater real quick. So you got the debater, right? It'll give you an introduction. It'll tell you what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you'll be surprised on how accurate the stuff is. See, as a debater, they say my strengths and my weaknesses: knowledgeable, quick thinkers. This is why people can't debate me. I just think too fast for them. And the crazy thing about it, bro, I've been slipping as of late. Like when I was getting that car accident, bro, and I had the concussion, it really rocked me. I didn't even think it rocked me. Like I thought I was fine. And I realized something was wrong because my lady told me, she was like, are you okay? Like stuff that I normally would be just super sharp on, remembering whatnot, I was just like spacing out. And then the guy I work with in the construction industry, he was like, bro, you all right? And I'm like, even to this day, bro, I still have lingering effects from it. So I need to go back and get evaluated again because I did do concussion therapy, but I probably need to do it again. I probably need to go get at least MRI or something because I don't feel the same. But I'm still quicker than 99% of people I talk to. So it just shows you how far behind they are. But anyways, I think I'm original for the most part. I don't bite other people's stuff. I try to do my own thing and focus. And they'll tell you little stuff right here. Excellent brainstormers, charismatic, and energetic. All those strengths I possess. Then you come down here to the weaknesses. Very argumentative. I used to be extremely argumentative. I've worked on that a lot. I wouldn't say I'm very argumentative. I may still be argumentative, but I would take the very off.
Do you think being critical or wanting to address or dive deeper into things makes you argumentative?
No, I don't think so. But people perceive that at times. That's why I tell people all the time, like, I'm not trying to argue with you. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, I'm asking you questions to understand. I'm not asking you questions. I could easily debunk you.
Yeah.
But I'm trying not to debunk you. I'm trying to understand and see if I could agree with you. But anyways, then you got being insensitive, intolerant, can find it difficult to focus, and dislike practical matters. So all this stuff just happens to be true about me.
Yeah.
You go look at these other personality types, they're not what I am. I'm not those things. So I definitely, bro, check that out. And then when you get it, let me know because I'm curious to know. I'm gonna say I don't know a whole lot about all of these. I haven't done a deep dive, but you might be I don't think you're an analyst. You might be because you're in marketing, so you might be an analyst. Who knows?
So I'm gonna tell you from what I see. What do I think resonates with me? So I think I'm observant. I do think that I prospect personality types. I am spontaneous. I have a lot of ingenuity. I'm flexible. Observant and judging. I don't think that I'm judging. I wouldn't say that.
I was gonna say I think you're an explorer. The only thing that was getting me like where I say you might be somewhat up here is due to the marketing aspect, because with the you know, you love traveling, you in the design with clothing, marketing is about design and creativity and stuff like that. So you're probably going to be an explorer. What type of explorer? I don't know, but I chop suey explorers.
But when you think
to be in the ring with me,
but when I think about it, right, I think that I'm intuitive. I think that I have empathy. I think that I have diplomatic skills, and I think that I have passionate idealism. But I also think that
so wait, hold up. You're intuitive, so you're up here. You say you have empathy. Where is that at? It should be like down.
diplomats.
Yeah, empathy. Okay, and then what else you say?
Diplomatic skill. Do you think I have diplomatic skill? Do you think so?
I think so.
I think that I wouldn't say passionate idealism. I wouldn't say I'm passionate. I think I have the idealism, but not like passionate about it.
I don't think you're a diplomat. I think you have. We're all going to have characteristics and traits from these different things, but I can see you have diplomatic traits, but I don't think you're a diplomat. I think you're going to be an explorer, but I know you're not going to be. I know you're not going to be a sentinel.
Yeah,
I know you're not going. I don't think you're going to be an analyst. So
I think but I do think that I'm known for my rationality. I try to be rational. I try to be sensible. I pride myself on being rational and sensible.
That's why you're kind of an enigma, bro. I think because you have your stoicness makes me think it's hard to think you're an explorer when you're so stoic and poised and calm, because these people tend to be like free spirits.
Yeah.
You know, but your creative side is what gets me where you might be. You're definitely going to be one of these two. You're going to be a diplomat or an explorer. I don't think you're a diplomat, though. I know you're not a sentinel. I mean, you might surprise me and be an analyst, like I said, with the marketing stuff. And I don't know. It's not like I'm well versed at all of these where I could just talk to you and be like, oh, you're this. But I do. There are some people I can kind of peg a little bit.
Pause.
Oh, yeah. Man. But you fit into the analyst category, you fit into the diplomat category, you fit into the explorer category. I don't think you fit into the sentinel category. You don't seem, you might be observant, but you don't seem to be that guy who's just super judgy.
No,
you're not just always about order and security and stability. You challenge things way too much.
Yeah, no.
You kind of like me. You push the envelope, but you're just not as good as me at pushing the envelope. You might be better at getting things done, but you ain't as good as me as pissing people off. You just not.
Yeah.
You just too quiet. Stay back.
I know. I wasn't always like this. This is like a final form of me. And I wouldn't say final form, but this is the current form. I used to be. I believe it or not, I used to be one of the biggest trolls on the internet when I was younger.
You was hoping or God was preparing you for one day, even though you ain't religious, God was preparing you for one day you gonna run into me. And he was like, hey, bro, we need to get you together because he gonna pack you up. You already know you would have showed over here, bro. Ill prepared, bro. That was not gonna end well for you. So I'm glad you got it figured out. You know, you figured out this new you. I don't know if you got with Iyanla Vanzant, Fix My Life or something. I don't know if you went to Dr. Phil and they got you together, but I'm glad they did, because I would have hated for you to run up into me when you was out there wilding, being a troll.
Recognize my calling. That's all.
I'm gonna say with divine intervention.
I'm a form of Jesus.
It was divine intervention that helped you get your together before you crossed the real one, like they say, right?
It's cool. I mean, because I'm here to help you get your shit together. So
hey, listen, and I ain't mad at that. Iron sharpen iron. Now you good enough to be of assistance to me. Otherwise, I'd have just steamrolled you and I'd have missed my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Things work in mysterious ways.
Right. I'm here now. So we're gonna get you, man.
When God just put, when he the puppet master and we ain't got no choice but to dance to his beat, you know what I'm saying? So even if you ain't gotta be religious, he can still use you to get through to me. He probably was like, you know what, Will, you ain't gonna listen to none of these niggas. I'm gonna go ahead and get real dope together, and then then he gonna cross your path. Y'all gonna connect, and because I got him together, you're gonna beat up on him a little bit, but not so much so where it will be a violation of the relationship. Y'all develop a rapport, and then I'm gonna use whatever real dope got that I gave him to then get through to you. So maybe you might be an angel sent down here from above. Who knows?
Listen, man. I'm gonna have you getting through to all these women.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna teach you my skills. I'm gonna teach you my secrets, my tricks to the trade, and you gonna help all of these women.
Now, see,
Trust
sir,
me.
I was giving you some compliments, but now
You're gonna help the ones that you could never get through to, because you can only get through to a small percentage. But you're gonna help the masses fucking with me. I got you, man.
I have no desire to help the masses, bro.
It's not about what you desire. Your calling is your calling. You don't tell God what you have to do.
Hey, listen, Moses didn't want to do what God told him to do, so I don't have to want to do it. It ain't about if I want to do it. Are you going to do it? Will you be obedient? Listen, I don't even know if I like this podcasting stuff. I don't mind being on panels talking. I don't mind shooting my ish. I don't mind causing a ruckus. But see, hosting it, I got to be nice to a degree. I got to try to figure out how to market it and come up with concepts and ideas. It's work. I could jump on Lapeef and just come in there and obliterate the topic.
Yeah.
I ain't got to think about nothing. Just show up, smack some fools around, calm down, go about my day. But if I do it, I got to be consistent. I got to be thought-provoking. I got to provide some material that actually makes sense. I can't just get up here and yap. And so, that's why I said I might have to get with my man Real Dope. I might have to get with you and Trev behind the scenes, man, and Darwin, and, figure out, let y'all help your boy figure this thing out, man, because, I don't mind giving credit where credit is due, bro. I always get credit where credit is due. And I don't mind letting somebody teach me how to be good at something I don't know how to be good at. So, bro, I'm going to get with you, man. Look, hey, I'm gonna figure out some debate topics that we can have because I know you itching for.
Oh my God, I've been trying to write some shit down. I want to kind of like do a little joint on Lapeef too, where it's like I just kind of like debate. Niggas just come up and try to debate me on certain topics.
You don't like debating, you liar.
But of course I prefer conversation. But this is the thing, like this is just for like shock value. But like for example, I don't think Ciara is a bad woman. And I think a lot of the guys do in this space. I don't think she's a bad woman. So that's one of my hot takes. I want like niggas come up try and convince me that Ciara is a bad woman or she's not like
But do you have your argument prepared for why she's not a bad woman, or are you just gonna try to figure it out?
I have my stance, yeah. Like I feel like Ciara, like you objectively, the only thing that we can say is like she was with Future and she had a baby before meeting Russell. And she might have dated a couple other guys. It's like
bro. It ain't just
it's nothing that we can confirm, right? But
yeah, we dated 50 Cent, dated Bow Wow, dated Future, dated Russell.
It's not. It's a rumor. It's not a confirmed.
What's a rumor?
Her dating 50 Cent. So if you look that up, it's
care.
Not. Yeah. So like a lot of like Bow Wow was a serious relationship. And she
was young though, super young when she dated Bow Wow.
Super young, serious relationship, and I don't fault her for that. But y'all both young, y'all dating, like cool. I don't fault her for that. Future, she was engaged to, and she's the only woman that Future's ever been engaged to. So I honestly think that speaks to her character. I think that actually aids in her case. The fact that Future got engaged, like Future getting down on one knee to a fucking woman, that's a little bit, and that ended up falling through. And now she's with Russell, and she's been with him ever since. And a lot of guys are upset that she found out, and they're using her to pay for all these other women's mistakes. But Ciara's not a bad woman. She's articulate. She's never been like a.
Hey, you ain't got to defend her here. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I don't got to say my argument here.
What we trying to do? I ain't debating you about Ciara. I don't give a damn. She a hoe. She a saint.
I got another one. Is that I don't think Russell Wilson's necessarily a simp.
Oh, Jack, please. Oof.
Yeah, but also I might not have enough. They might win because I might not have the information they have.
Let me tell you something that I think was not see, I don't know. This is why I don't think it's wise to have your relationship public if you can avoid it, because people shouldn't know all the inner workings behind closed doors in your household. Like, we shouldn't know that Future's son last name was changed to Wilson.
Mhm.
That why do we know that?
Yeah.
Like, where would that need to be public record? Unless Future got mad and he publicized it. Why would that need to be our business?
Yeah. Now, do you think that aids Russell Wilson's case that he's not a simp, or you think it goes against it?
I think it aids that he is a simp.
I
Not
think
because he did it.
yeah.
Not because he did it. I don't care if you see this kid as your family, you see this kid as your family. So I'm not going to sit here and tell him as a stepdad he shouldn't have adopted that kid who he married his mom, and take the kid's last name. First of all, he's a multi-millionaire, and he might lose everything after his career because she might divorce him and take everything. But it just is what he is, right? If you love this woman, she has a kid, you're going to look at that kid as your kid. It's not weird that you adopted your stepson. It's not weird that you change your stepson's last name if he's not in his father's life like that and he's viewed as your son. I don't have a problem with any of that. You know what my problem is?
What's that?
That we know about it.
Okay.
Why?
I'm not
Future
sure.
is public. Like, it's one thing, like, let's say real dope. Let's say you had a baby by Sierra and it was your kid that he was getting the last name changed. Okay, we don't know you like that, right? You're not a public figure like Future. So, bro, it's just news that people shouldn't be talking about.
But how does that aid in him being innocent to you?
Because he let it get out.
Okay. Well, how is it a bad thing?
Because it creates a problem. It's like, look, first of all, would you let a man adopt your child and give them his last name?
No,
none of us will. And I don't think Future necessarily wanted that either. It makes me think, like, how did this come about? You can't sit there and say, well, we got tired of him not having the same last name. It's like, bro, do you know how long that's been going on? Now, if you would have did it when he was a baby, that's different. How old is this kid? Let me look up this kid's age. What's his name now? Future Wilson?
10, 11. Future, yeah, baby Future.
Wilson age.
Baby Future.
Future, son of Sierra and rapper Future, will be 11 years old in September 2025. So he's 11 now.
Yeah.
And this is like, bro, now he's of age where people know. It's like, bro, I don't know, bro. I
think it aids in him not being a simp. Honestly,
I think
it's a power move. I would never be battling nobody's baby dad, right? I'm not
battling you for your son.
Yeah. But also I do think if it's like, yo, you my son now, yo, we ain't fuck that nigga. We ain't on. I don't think that aids in him not being. I think it would aid in him, like, kind of.
If Future is not in his child's life to any capacity, that's different. I don't know how involved Future is in his son's life, so I'm going off of very little to no information. I'm not fighting no man for the rights to that man's son. Or his daughter, for that matter.
Yeah.
If the child is basically abandoned, or if the father says, give me his blessings, like, hey man, listen, you with his mom, I'm not really there. You're a stand-up guy. I don't take his as a slight, I'm okay with it. Then yeah, that's different. But I don't know enough about it, man. And then there was a meme like Future didn't care or whatever, but it's like, those are memes. People create stuff all the time that we don't know to be true. I can't rock with that. I'm not trying to step up and get another man's son to have my last name. That's just not. Yeah, that's just stupid.
For me personally, I think when and I'm one of those guys that would prefer that if I'm dealing with a woman that there's no man in the kids' lives, right? he's in jail, he's dead. You know, I much rather prefer that because I'm gonna be,
Absolutely.
huh?
Absolutely. Because I'm gonna be daddy.
Exactly. Like he's not having no say in what happens in his house. This is my house.
Right.
You know, so like ultimately, that's what I prefer. Everybody in this house essentially belongs to me. You know,
No,
like,
that ain't just what I prefer, bro. That's the only thing I will accept.
exactly. Yeah.
If,
So
if his daddy is actively, hey, give him to his daddy.
mhm.
And if you got a problem with that, look, well, this train about to slow down, baby girl. I think you might want to grab your luggage. Time for you to get off because I'm not even about to entertain this. There's nothing to talk about. I'm not going to discuss this past the point I just made. Give him to his daddy. Now I'm gonna give him to his daddy. All right, cool. And as a matter of fact, I think this train about to slow down anyway because the mere fact that we haven't had this conversation tells me that if you do give him to his daddy, you're gonna probably resent me because you had to do it. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and wrap this thing up. It was nice knowing you. Mwah. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bro. I have to have complete say, the ultimate say at the end of the day. My woman is not a pushover by no stretch of the imagination. And for what me and you talked about, your woman ain't a pushover either. But you know, it ain't about them just it's about them acquiescing at least. You know, you might not want to do it, but
You gotta do it.
do it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I think one thing I can tell you, I think you could teach a manhood class. I definitely think you do that. Teaching women, I mean, coaching women. Hell no.
I can tell.
I mean, who in relation?
I can tell women how to be the woman that they need to be.
Your mic just cut out. Your mic just cut out. Yeah. Listen, real dope, my little protege, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna teach him a few things. You know, he stick around because he be learning from himself.
What I was saying was, I can tell a woman how to be the woman that she needs to be if she's interested in a man like me, right?
Yeah,
And a lot of women say that.
Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. After our talks, I grew more admiration and respect for your structure. The more conversations I had with you, when I first met you, I was like, "This nigga simp."
Yeah,
simp. I was like, "He a cool simp though." That nigga definitely a pandering simp. You know, I was coming at you. I was telling you about the videos. You know, like, hey man, this is pandering, bro. It's pandering. And so, but no, after talking to you more, I was like, I'm gonna hold my. You're one of very few people. I said I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna be hesitant to just call you a panderer too fast. I said I want to see some more content. Then after talking to you some more, I was like, all right, you know what? I don't think he a pander at all. I think think you're trying to deliver a message to people, and sometimes I think you word it the wrong way, and that's what makes me think or thought you were pandering. And then after talking about it, I was like, oh no, okay. Now that I see his intent, like he ain't pandering. He's just wording this the wrong way. Where someone like me is probably scrutinizing it a little too much because I am extremely analytical.
Yeah.
You know, so I would look at it and be like, wait, hold on, what about this? And you'd be like, that's not, but then you might, let's say you happen to be an explorer personality. It will make sense. You got an explorer who has more like a free spirit way of doing it. Not that I think you're a free spirit, and I'm an analyst and I'm anally dissecting what you're saying. And then it's like, that's where the clash is at. I have to be wise enough to know that when I hear you talk, like, oh, that's not what he means. Don't try to, his intent matters more than the words right now, because the words can be fixed. It's hard to fix someone's intent.
Yeah.
Because that's coming from your heart. That's what you really think. And so I don't want to try to reshape that. I believe in purging people who have the wrong heart. I don't believe in trying to fix people's heart.
That makes sense.
I'd rather start with somebody who has on neutral ground or have the right intentions and they're just struggling. Somebody who has malicious thoughts and malicious intent, just get rid of them, man. Why we wasting our time trying to fix them?
That's a fact.
So, you know, we're gonna chop it up about some stuff though, man. I may have to throw you some topics and see what you think about some of these things, because there's certain people that I think can bounce ideas. I can bounce ideas off and we can I can challenge them or they can challenge me. and then it makes it for an interesting conversation because like that stupid post that we both got stuck in that damn vortex.
Yeah.
We both got out of it though. They still going. You know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Watch this, bro. Hold on. I'll wrap it up with this. Let me show you.
Yeah.
These mother suckers is still going, bro. Oh, I can't show you on here.
This
Like
is actually a confirmation that women don't want equality. They want control. And I think that's just a confirmation.
Look at this. Men like you always need women to explain things to them. Read a effing book. And it's like, bro, these women are miserable, bro. Look at this. Watch this. Oh no, I didn't mean to click on her. Damn, she looked terrible. It's like, you think I would let a chick that looked like this? Like, come on, man. Come on. Bro, I don't even know. Like, they so mad.
They just they have a problem with their experiences with men, and they on a rampage. Even if they risk not making sense.
So look, we don't need this. We gotta go to my comments. So look, it's look at this. All these replies, bro. The hell? Okay. I don't be on Instagram on my computer like that, so I'm just trying to get them all open and then. Did you see any of my replies to them?
Yeah, I saw your replies. Yeah.
All right, so we'll pick up where you left off. Well, no, when you bodied her right there, boy. You went ham. Hold on. So this is what I was. Well, hold on. This is what I'm confused about, bro. So like when we first started this conversation, I'm genuinely trying to figure out like what exactly are men supposed to be evolving into, and what exactly have women evolved into? Like, I really want to know that.
Fair question.
What?
And she disqualified you because for whatever she disqualified you for a weird reason that she felt is the easiest reason to disqualify you from having a conversation. Just say you don't want to have a conversation. Just say like, oh, I think that this is going to be annoying. I think this is going to be something I'm not interested in. Just say it. Like you go to sexual assault and weird shit. Like,
I mean, I get so here's what I say, right? I say, what are you talking about? I would love to have a conversation with you and hear your explanation of these claims. I want to hear your explanation. What exactly are men supposed to be evolving into? What exactly are women? What exactly have women evolved into? This is just a bunch of words. Oh, I should say word, not words. Words salad without any of the vegetables. So anyways, bro, look, when we come down here, this is when it's just started getting crazy. And I was done replying to it because it just wasn't getting anywhere. So I told the girls, I said, please stop talking to me. At my big age, I don't want to be addressed by a younger woman. I don't feel comfortable with you at me. Please stop for my safety. I just started trolling. Please stop talking to me. As an older man, I don't want younger women at me. I don't feel comfortable and I don't feel safe by you talking to me. Please stop. Then please stop talking to me. I don't feel safe with you using my app. Please stop. And then look how bad they are, bro. Come back here, you little bitch. You want to bother people and frustrate them. You don't want to listen to no's. I'll show you what not listening is. It's like, oh, how stupid are they? I disengaged from the girl and I just said typical. That's a disengagement. I don't know what people like, bro. Look at this. I sent her a message. She replied and said she didn't want to have a conversation with me. I replied with a laughing emojis and said typical. That's disengaging. I don't think people realize that's disengaging.
Is the epitome of disengaging. Because I wouldn't have did that.
bro. And then she proceeded to talk to me some more. Then other people talk. And I said, ma'am, I'm not a Gen X, and you're still conversing with me for some strange reason.
She said 1,000, more than 1,000 more words than you did in a span of a few comments.
Then look, all of this. And then, anyways, let's get back to the end. So we wrap this up. So we get to when I was telling the girls I don't feel safe with them adding me. And then then she messaged me again. She said, picking and choosing when you want to listen. Your mom should have picked her ASS up and chose to take her ASS to the abortion clinic.
You know what's crazy? Like, well, at least us men are a little bit more elevated, but we are way more civil than any of these women because y'all think we don't want to say other shit to y'all. Like, you think that I don't want to say other things to you, especially like the lesbian who made the video. Like, you don't think I want to be more mean to you than this? I do,
Right.
but I fight it to be civil.
Bro, it's like you can't extract the information you need if you lose your composure. So I was like, I had an objective to extract the information. Now I knew I was triggering a little bit, and it was intentional with the word salad comment, but it wasn't disrespectful.
Yeah.
So it was like I was trying to bait her into it, but she didn't take the bait and she bounced. Anyways, so then the girls say again, that's why you're sitting here nagging younger women to give you attention. Now you got one, you old decrepit ASS man. Then I said to her, I said, please stop messaging me. You're too young to be addressing me. I don't feel safe. I don't know you, and I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you. This is getting creepy. You seem to be what I fear most, a predator. I'm using the same language she's using to say, please stop. Then I said, also, you also appear to be selling yourself on your IG page. I don't engage with prostitution. Please don't try to offer me your body. Now, if you look at her page, so you know it ain't slanderous, right? This is her page.
That's all she got. I mean, yeah, you don't see nothing else.
So I'm like, if I'm so old, you shouldn't be messaging me if you look like that. Oh, hold on, damn, I got to get to the last part of it. So, damn, I got to do this all again. Oh no, it's open. Okay, cool. So that's the last thing I said. Yep, I didn't say anything else. And then look at these chicks. This girl said, if you got to ask, I think she was on our side. I'm not sure about that comment, but this girl said, yeah, you're absolutely very typical. The plausible deniability is thick. And then this other girl say, that's on period. Ah, man. And their online opinions, they do tend to run a bit sassier nowadays. Seems like some of them need to go die on the battlefield like good little pawns. Bro, they don't respect men who die for this country at all. Ridiculous. Then somebody else picking and choosing ill. And then somebody else commented to you. Did you see this one?
No.
They said, it is super weird that you as a man felt it was appropriate to tell a woman how she feels about another man not leaving her alone. Bro, I think they're just dumb, bro. You have no idea.
I don't think they're dumb. I don't think they're dumb. I think they're just gaslighting. And why not?
I think they're really dumb. I really think they're dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. They say you have no idea what it's like to be a woman. No idea how often we just have to grind it and bear it. And they really wasn't a space for you to engage in. Weird men. Then this other girl addressed me. Actually, you just put a bunch of words together because she explained exactly what you asked. Then this girl addressed you. Did you delete your original comment? Haha. Can't be held accountable. Does your girl know how you view women or how you like to bully them online and then delete the original comment? Did you come here to prove the whole premise of the video?
Well, if she think I was bullying her, then I actually like that. You know, that's actually a compliment to me. She means she think I was cooking.
What's the original comment you deleted?
I ain't delete shit. I
I know,
don't
that's what I'm saying. It's right there. She's so damn stupid.
Yeah, but
And
if
this
you think I
girl-
was bullying her, that mean you think I'm winning.
Bro, they dumb as hell. Then this girl says, step 1, learn how to write properly. How are you going to argue with someone when you can't string together coherent sentences? So you
God.
understand that there's typos on social media, but how do you insult someone with typos in your sentence? I tell you, bro, I think these women are just stupid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Then this woman says, step 2, actually listen to the words this is the same girl. Step 2, actually listen to the words she's saying. Part of having a conversation is listening. She very clearly explains what she means. Dumb ass woman. She declined to have the conversation.
Yeah.
I could do a whole reaction to just this and just break down how stupid these women are, bro.
Yeah.
Here's the last 2. This person just did some laughing emojis, and then this person addressed me. Men like you always need women. Men like you always need women to explain things to them. Read a effing book. Bro, these women are so miserable. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna open up all of their little IG pages.
I gotta get over on Lapeef.
Yep. All right, bro. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm still gonna go through this real quick.
All right, bet.
All right, tell them I said what up when you get over there. Hey, y'all, look at this. For those of you that still stuck around, I think she rocking with me, so we ain't got no beef with her. We already opened up the prostitutes page. That's the main one. Okay. Oh, I opened her page twice. All right. Let's look at these chicks' pages real quick, man. This is insane. All right. Hot garbage. All right. Who's sweating you? Can't tell what she look like, but I'm pretty sure she ain't attractive. Baby girl ain't attractive. She definitely ain't attractive. Yeah, nope. Let's see if she got some closer photos. Damn, show ain't attractive. Your friend's attractive, but you're not. Oh, damn. I don't even want to do this, but I'm just showing how petty. All right, so I can't tell if this girl is cute or not because she got on way too much damn makeup. Now, she seemed cute right here, and she seemed like she might be cute right here. But that's way too much damn makeup on, so you can't see the imperfections in her face, and she just got way too much damn makeup on. I'm going to say no because them droopy ass eyes, that damn weave, I'm going to say no. Them eyelashes, she got way too much makeup on. She cute right here. If that's her, she cute. So I'm gonna say she cute, even though I don't want to say she cute because all this damn makeup she keep wearing. What the hell? Probably a lesbian. Anyways, so I'm gonna give her. Well, hold on. Let me see. I'm trying to see if I got. See, these pictures is this stuff right here is just like, what the hell? The hell's going on right here? Trying to give you some credit, but she's got so much. She got some lips on her. Huge lips on her. I'm gonna say she all right. Nope. Nope. Is that a black dude? Oh, she did a black dude. Hell no. She a tattoo artist. Wow. They are an interesting looking couple. It is what it is. I ain't here to hate on them. Love who you love. But she's definitely not cute. There'll always be these angry ass women, these unattractive, angry women. And then it'd be the women who be attractive sometimes. It's just somebody did them so dirty. They're always asking us men who hurt you. And it's like, you should be asking yourself that question. I don't know which one she is. Was she the white girl or the black girl? Oh, she was the mixed girl. Okay, she was the black girl. I guess she ain't really got no good pictures of herself. Can't tell what she looked like. I think this is the best one. She's not ugly, but can't tell if she's cute. So we'll leave her alone. What about this one? So she got. Can't tell with this one either. She might be okay. Can't tell. All right, let's get off of her. No, she's not cute either. But she's not. I like her style. So she cool. She seemed to be authentic, and she ain't the one that's hating. Okay, she ain't bad. She's definitely not bad. She's not ugly. I wouldn't call her ugly at all. She wouldn't be somebody I pursue, but I definitely wouldn't say she was ugly. And she wasn't hating. So when you ain't hating, that make yourself look way better. So shout out to this lady right here. Shout out to her. I don't know what her position was, but she wasn't hating. That's the one that I was trying to figure out. I can go to prostitute. I already looked at her. She ain't got no picture. She seemed like she cute, but you got to see. They be having them damn filters on. Don't know who this is. And this one right here is crazy. She got feminist written all over her. I'm pretty sure she a feminist. And she probably a lesbian too. She looked terrible. Got the same damn pose in every picture. Boy, she needs somebody to teach her how to take some photos. Damn, these are the outfits she putting together. Damn, it look terrible. Whatever. Oh, is this a guy? Oh, no, that's a girl. This must be a lesbian. She, her, they. These damn people, boy. Oh, there she go again. All right, well, that's the end. That's the end. I just wanted to comb through those weirdos real quick. We went way longer than we were supposed to. Supposed to be done at 10. It's 11:43. About to wrap this thing up. Look, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Think we did okay tonight. We, me and Real Dope just kind of went on a tangent. I like going through his stuff, talking to him and listening to the story behind his proposal to his fiance. But me and him got caught in this vortex of this conversation with these people. He packed this chick up really good. If y'all want to go check it out, go check it. I'm sure y'all can play this back in pause and look at the names and go in there and see who's who. But what these comments talking about? What up, Joseph? Najee, what up? Yeah, they definitely. Wes in the building. Wes, was that you that I was talking to that said real dope was a, I don't know who I was talking to. Wes, was that you that I was talking to when you said real dope? That was a engagement ceremony. What was it? A promise ring ceremony? I don't know who that was. I'm gonna see if that was Wes that told me that. Yeah. I wish I would have put these comments on the screen because I want to go back and look at. I'm too tired to go through them though. But look, y'all, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We're still trying to determine if we're gonna do this podcast thing full time because look, man, it's work. You got to think about topics. You got to try to prepare something. I'm not good at marketing, so trying to get people to come out and subscribe and have the notifications turned on. Hell, it's hard to get people to hit the like button. And I'm like, if you're gonna go and listen to somebody's live stream, just hit the like button. But we're gonna give it probably through the rest of the year, and then we make our determination at the end of or the beginning of January if we're gonna continue with it. Because I gotta give it some time. We don't want to quit. We don't want to wrap things up too fast. But I got a lot of irons in the fire. So we're gonna see if this podcast thing is where we decide to stick around with. Like I said, I could go to other people's shows and be a terrorizer. I had it right. Terrorize everybody on the panel and beat them up, kick ass and take names. Or I could come over here and try to give y'all some fruitful content and something to think about and push the envelope a little bit and help y'all try to process. So in closing, this show was about people being able to articulate to another person why they should be with them, why they should pursue them, why they should date them. And I think people have a hard time articulating that. Nora was able to come here and give us some good stuff, but Nora had time. She knew this topic was coming today, and I presented this topic to her yesterday, and she struggled yesterday. But today she did great. And it's like, well, is it real? Is it real? You could just say whatever in the moment, just like men, a lot of women all the time. But you women got to understand how to pay attention to a man, his movements and his words, not just his words, not just his movements, but both. And so we have to understand that if you can't articulate why somebody should like you, come to the realization that maybe they won't. You don't even know why they like you. If it's physical, yeah, you don't have nothing to do with that. You just aesthetically fit what they're looking for. But if you want them to like you for more than your physical, then you got to do more. Yeah, Joseph, it's the pallbearer, sir. So in closing, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you out there getting the results that you want, keep doing your thing. I'm rocking with you. I got your back. But for those of you out there that's losing, do us all a favor. Keep losing. And we out.